Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Chasing Things. We're here. We're sorry we're a bit late. We had some technical stuff to sort through, but we're here now, and we're going to play some D&D. Thank you guys for sticking with us for that little break. We've all been in the chat having a good time, so yes.
And speaking of being in the chat, hello
What?
Mitch, hello Verbal Components, hello Mornariva, hello Lady Blue Balls. Nice to have you all with us.
No, Mitch.
For joining us.
No, Mitch. I am the DM now. This is how you do it. I am not in the wrong place, Mitch. I am the DM. It is I.
No.
We win.
Andrew is Ashura now.
Andrew is Ashura now. We win. It is
Alex's plan
No.
all along. Make Ashura a hot mess and then transfer it to Andrew.
He's yours to deal with now.
He's already throwing Ashura at me in as many ways as he can think.
There's so many other ways I can do. Okay, you're back in your place.
Do we have any other bits to chat about before we get into like officially gubs and announcements and stuff?
Oh wait, no, I have an announcement now.
Oh hell yeah! Fucking get into that shit.
Oh.
You go, Poofia.
Hello. This is the gay shit. Woo!
It's the gay shit time.
So,
gay shit.
basically, it's Manchester Pride, the last weekend in August, because that is a bank holiday in the UK, so we get a 3-day weekend, and in Manchester we choose to celebrate Pride on that weekend. This year, Pride has obviously had to go indoors because no one wants to get COVID, and that's very understandable. And so we decided we'd do something fun for that. We are gonna run a little LGBTQ+, all cast LGBTQ+ stream from the Adventuring with Pride set, just doing a big gay casino heist. Riona will be there, Meg will be there, and so will 4 mystery guests. My friends Liam, Johan, Lou, and Phoebe, and we're trying to raise money for Liam's brother, who recently came out and is looking to cover some of the initial costs for transitioning. And so we're trying to do a little fundraiser. It should be fun. It should be silly. So if you've got your diary out and you want to pencil in Monday, 6 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. Eastern, I'll be DMing.
Hey.
Ooh. And you can all see what kind of crud they get up to. Yeah.
Crude language.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun, people.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm so excited to watch that.
And for a good cause.
Does anyone else have any bits or gubs, announcements, official or otherwise? Has anyone done anything amazing in the week they want to brag about?
Yeah, Meg gave me these.
They're so cute.
This is the character I'm playing right now. It's Little Hope. She's my little Asima baby. And then this is who I played in Meg's Curse of Strahd campaign. She's called Elsie. She was a warlock lady. She is now a half-orc because she died like 3 times. I don't know, go to the Amber Temple, have some fun. That's it. That was
The Amber
other thing I
Temple
wanted to
is
bring up because I was
full of
very
fun
grateful
things.
that Meg was so lovely to me, and it was
She was so cursed.
Yeah.
The temple.
One day I will show you all creepy voodoo doll style things of your characters.
There could be nothing more random.
Make something spooky and I'll do that shit.
Alrighty, well in that case, if you guys I think most of you have been in this pre-stream bearing with our timing, so thank you again for that. If you've been there, you've seen that little campaign recap video. If you missed part of it or you have missed it completely because you just joined us, it is on our YouTube. Go check it out if you want to catch up on stuff. So yeah, I think let's have a bit of a recap of what happened last time, and then play some of the D and the D. Does that sound good?
D.
Sounds.
Does that sound like something that we want to do?
Yeah.
Good.
I'd
Hell
like
yeah.
to play some Dungeons and Dragons, yeah.
Yeah,
Seems like a good
conveniently
idea.
enough, I'm actually fairly well prepared.
Wow.
So,
That makes...
as a kind of a recent recap of things that have occurred. After the group returned, with their hero's welcome to Adagan after slaying the red dragon Ivrinfar, a tool of the armies of Volm, they decided to, half of them or so, Hope and Ashura, specifically, decided to go with the Princess of Adagan Soraya on a tour of the country, parading the head of this dragon and their stories of victory to the people, to the civilians, the soldiers of this country at war, to raise morale and to bring some hope to the rest of Adagan. The rest of the party of Hemlock, of Newt, of Maple, and of Markos were encountered by a strange pair of magic merchants, plain hoppers like their old friend Pandalion. However, these two had a brand, the Cognitive Merchant of Thea and Grebo. These two strange travelers arrived and bid the parties aid them in a task to find some unique, magically powerful artifacts. This journey took our party and their new friends down, beneath the surface of the mountains and into the Gordark. These fleshy, petrified tunnels found them meeting strange, horrible, sentient creatures of some weird origin. But eventually they succeeded, finding these blood crystals, with some fragments of magic left over from the times of the Wanderer. Returning with some slightly other more disturbing discoveries. Hemlock having encountered some kind of powerful mushroom-related influence in these caves, they focused at the task at hand and left. While these adventurers trekked down in the bowels of the earth, and while Hope and Ashura did their victory tour, they eventually reconvened to find the reward money for slaying the dragon, a hoard of platinum and of jewels and of gold, and for completing their task with the Cognitive Merchant, found themselves rewarded in that respect. Our brown and silver warforged now adorned with spiraling elven tattoos of mithril and adamantine, a handlebar moustache and mutton chops of grass sprouting from his face. Hemlock, in the possession of a strange bag of incredibly powerful mushrooms. The Cognitive Merchant also left a bag of miscellaneous potions, so if one of you would like to write these down or distribute at your leisure, you have one Elixir of Health. These are all on D&D Beyond. You can add to your character sheets via that. So you have one Elixir of Health. You have one Oil of Sharpness.
Yeah.
Uwu. And you have one Potion of Possibility. The Elixir of Health looks similar to a healing potion with a dark red viscous liquid. You see small kind of silver bubbles kind of floating to the top around the center, and then kind of almost falling down the inside of the glass like condensation, but within it. The Oil of Sharpness seems almost mercurial and iridescent, like a pearl has been melted into a vial. The Potion of Possibility is almost like a captured grey cloud. Small little arcs of lightning of light seem to echo through it, and it's tied at the top by a small kind of fiery orange ribbon. So you have those, so distribute those as you wish. And without further ado...
Did you explain what Potion of Possibility did, and if you didn't, could you?
I have not. The Potion of Possibility gives you something. I will just re-find it so I can be accurate in this. Because the good old Cognitive Merchant would have explained or put a label on it.
I have it here if you just want to link.
No, I'm already there.
Alright.
Thank you, Monsieur Jourdan. Potion of Possibility. When you drink this potion, you gain 2 fragments of possibility, each which looks like a tiny greyish bead of energy that follows you around, almost like a small dancing light. They last 8 hours or until used. When you make an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you may expend one of these fragments to roll an additional d20 and choose which to use. Alternatively, when an attack roll is made against you, you can expend a fragment to roll a d20 and choose which d20 is used. Once you, the one you rolled or the one attacker rolled, so you can choose. Effectively, you can impose disadvantage on an attack that is made against you. If the original roll has advantage or disadvantage, your d20 is applied to the original roll. Once so if you have these fragments, you cannot gain them from something else, so that's not relevant. So essentially, you have 2 uses of advantage on any ability check, attack roll, saving throw from you, or you can impose disadvantage on an attack roll made against you.
Yeah.
That is specifically
Sure.
against not when you see.
Awesome. Cool.
Cool. So those are on D&D Beyond, so you
Cool,
can add
cool, cool,
those
cool, cool, cool.
as you see.
That's what I don't have. I was like, I usually have 3 tabs open. I have D&D Beyond open. Dummy.
That's what it
Big
is.
dummy.
Same thing. I usually have 3 tabs open, and I was like, "What's the last one? Oh, roll 20. Oh yeah, fuck."
I thought you were being overly chatty on the Twitch, Alex. I was
Yeah,
like,
I just-
you're
no,
not
it's just-
usually this talkative.
I'm that talkative. I
So,
just included it.
You're
maybe-
pretty. You're pretty.
No, you're beautiful. At the end of last session, you all decided that the next step of your journey is to be one of discovery. With Pendalian, you found a way of spawning the knowledge that you sought regarding the children of the sun and this nefarious scheme to somehow raise them. Using a magic item, you found that there is a book on Titan's back. It's somewhere called the Titan's Heart. And in this book contains the knowledge that you seek. The plots of the children of the sun, how they tie into the other nefarious schemes with Lady Kaiser, what they mean and how they may be stopped. Additionally, on Titan's back exists a monastery. Newt, a friend from a past life having exchanged letters, waits for your arrival. To find passage to the storm-filled seas, you sought the help of a very familiar friend. Tending to the apartment of the disguised Dragon Queen, Lady Kai, you sought her help and urged her that this is not a matter that can wait, and so she agreed to pick you up a little closer to home. At the northwestern peaks of the Brow Peak Mountains, roughly a day, maybe a day and a half's travel from your home. From there, she told that she would collect you and that she would fly you to Titan's back. As the rest of you all return home to make your preparations and to have your last night's rest before leaving, is there anything that you guys would like to do before waking up in the morning and setting off?
You want to turn this bag of holding inside out?
Oh yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
hell
we should
yeah,
do
I want to
that.
do that. That's such a cool idea. Can we go do it
Let's
in the
do
grounds,
that.
please? Like, what if it's full of
outside.
500 pounds of water, you know? I don't want to get that all over the parlour floor.
That is fair.
What if it's got a body in it, you know?
Oh, how many? Maybe more than one.
Oh god.
Who knows? It's a as you said, Prue. It's a necromancer's bag. Who knows? 5 bodies, beam.
500
bag is
pounds
just
of fresh
filled with
horse
ice.
manure.
Find where this was written.
Insane. You open the bag, shit. It's just shit.
And I think either Newt or Maple should definitely open it because they can dodge out the way the best if it's something dangerous, and the rest of us can stand really far back. Your gun trained on it, Markos. Me and Hemlock at the ready with like healing magic, like.
It's giant tardigrades because they can live without hair.
Oh god,
just
500
inside
pounds of tardigrades. They're just like this grey tide just starts swarming towards you.
I just find it funny if just the
It
whole
just
bag.
fucking dumps on the floor and then just slowly just dissipates. So, which one of you is opening this bag?
I have. I mean, I don't mind.
You could also
I
do
am
it.
pushing Maple.
I was just gonna say I have the most hit points, so I can take the most damage if something shit comes out. But
Maple, you do it. Maple, you do it.
Hey,
You go.
Maple, can you stay close just in case? I don't know what to do.
okay, I
You
can
go.
jump in and stab something if that needs to happen.
Try not to stab the bag too. It's don't pierce it in any way. Stab whatever is coming out. You know what to do.
Yeah, I can't believe you're telling Maple how to stab. Like.
No, more not how to stab, who to stab or what to stab is more the.
I can't believe you're stab splaining.
I am
Yeah,
the
no.
oldest person here. I know who to stab.
Okay. Just saying.
So, as you find a little space in front of the house in the grounds, the rest of you kind of crowding around but giving a bit of space in case whatever comes out might be something dangerous. You take this kind of satchel bag, pull open the lid, and turn it inside out in front of you, preparing for the worst. There is a of things.
I feel
There
it
is
coming
coil of
in
rope.
the air tonight. Oh Lord.
Wow.
It's literally that. Ba-doom,
It's a
ba-doom,
Cadbury's
boom,
advert.
boom, boom, boom. Oh god.
Oh man.
There's a as an unlit lamp thuds into the ground. A coil of rope. You see 2 mess tins and another bag of what looks to be rations, long dried. There's another small, like a few drawstring pouches that come in with the clink of coin. It appears to be just full of mostly pretty mundane adventuring equipment. So I'll say like the contents of an explorer's pack. Additionally, there is money incoming. Prepared to write down.
Ooh.
Are you prepared?
Whoever
Yeah.
writes it first gets it. No.
There is 250 gold pieces.
Okay.
Damn.
Sweet.
There are 40 silver pieces.
Okay.
And there are 62 copper pieces.
62 copper pieces.
Both of
Okay.
the other
There's
10 zeros,
250
you had to
gold,
put that extra
40
2 on
silver, and 62 copper.
Okay.
That appears to be the contents of this bag.
Andrew,
Yes, hello.
can I put my goggles just quickly as I stay far away from anything?
Mhm.
Just putting my goggles and casting detect magic. No, yeah, detect magic.
Okay. As you focus on the spell and you look for these arcane goggles towards anything that might highlight your attention, the bag itself, obviously, and apart from the other items carried by your allies, that nothing jumps out to you. Right. So as you guys divvy up this coin and make your various preparations to leave, a couple points of order. Is Marigold staying?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Things like Nitwit and
I think we
Lily.
said Nitwit and Willow and the pets were all staying, didn't we?
Yeah, the trio. The jackalope, the
Yeah,
fox,
right.
and the froggy shroom.
Yeah, the other druid is
yeah.
staying behind.
I have a question. How much have we actually told Pariah? Like, does he know who we're meeting?
Lady Zara, right? We went and spoke to her.
Yeah, I think he does know.
I think he
Yeah.
was there.
I think it was with us, yeah.
I
Yeah.
think he was
Yes.
with it. You know what?
No,
He's-
I understand the offer that's been made. It's odd, but look, I joined you guys seeking adventure, and now we're riding dragons, so I won't turn it down.
Yeah.
We don't only deal with dragons. There's like more to us than dragons. I don't
That's
want you
true.
getting the wrong
We do deal with a
impression.
lot of dragons, though.
It does sound like it's a theme.
Now that it's
Almost like we're playing
They kind
Dungeons
of-
and Dragons. I don't
As
know.
if, right? You know the weird part, Pariah? There hasn't been a lot of dungeons yet. Waiting for them, it's
No, there hasn't a few dungeons.
Yeah.
right. The tall, lanky, very kind of black-skinned tiefling with his long, swooping horns have rubs his hands together a little bit. Before we left, actually, I did want to propose something. I've heard.
Oh, at
talk
least
of-
take me to dinner first.
I was gonna say.
I would not
Fine.
presume to have
Was
the slightest chance.
Pariah, it was a joke, sweetie.
I joined you for 2 seconds, and now I'm, I think, a lord. I wouldn't assume anything. No, I've heard some talk of this, something of value to you in Browpeak Burrow, one of the gnomish burrows. Something to do with the Shield Guardian.
Not just any shield guardian, it's called Aquamarine. It's adorable.
My apologies. It's kind of on the way, and I understand it's not you have more urgent and pressing things. I wanted to offer, if you think it's wise, while you all continue on and get this ride to Titan's Back, I could go into Browpeak's Burrow and see if I can find what it is you're looking for. I don't mean to sound unhumble, but I'm fairly resilient.
You say that.
And
The
I
last
can-
burrow we went into was full of fucking gnome robots and shit. So
As you've seen, I can be subtle and more invisible when I need to.
Well, actually, Pariah, we probably need to travel back not on the back of Lady Kai, I think is our general plan. And perhaps if we have to go past there on our return journey to Adagan regardless, we could sort of do a meet you there thing in like a week. And then if you don't hear from us, just go ahead and do it yourself. And in that week, I don't know, you can occupy your time however you wish. I mean, guys, do we want him to come with us to Titan's back or not?
I don't mind.
I was gonna propose to Hope, that for the
Everyone's
necklace.
proposing.
Yeah. Well, propose to you. That the necklace that needs repairing. That was this gem that I got, and we weren't sure. That was like this powerful gem we got from this weird merchant that one time. That's very specific, Alex. And I was thinking if during the travel I take enough of my material, I could try to make the necklace during the travel. That's
I
my
will
idea.
say with your level of skill,
Yes.
it's
Hobby.
not massive. You do have some experience crafting magical items. For something like this, you do not know what the original construction of this necklace was, nor do you know the intricacies of its enchantments. You also don't have, while traveling, you don't have access to the shield guardian itself,
Yep.
or what runes may be linked across it that may have been damaged on the necklace.
Yep.
With your expertise, you would know that you would struggle, i.e., it would be nigh impossible to fix that necklace, make it linked to that shield guardian, and fix it while traveling. You could attempt it stationary, and it would be bloody hard because you would basically have to invent the rituals for enchanting a shield guardian by yourself and then retroactively do it.
I can do it. Bardic
You
inspiration
can-
myself. No, you can't do that.
You could
Like-
certainly try. It would be very difficult to do on the move.
Is Hope willing to give you a necklace that you could potentially break forever and completely ruin any chance of operating Aquamarine? You might be one of my best friends, Ashura, but no. I'm sorry.
also
I don't know.
hot.
Like if it goes wrong, that's it. That's that fun ally just fucked.
That fun ally. Alright. Okay. You know what? That may be true. I am dabbling in arcane magic. Enchantment. I am no master, so if you think it is a bit dangerous, that's fine. If we find more information and if we can work on the Aquamarine. Until then, I don't have enough information. But that could be, it was just an idea that I had in my head, but God told me it wasn't.
Oh, you believe in those now, do you?
No, just the one in my head. There's just one in my head that talks to me all the time. Tells me how fucking stupid I am.
He calls it Little Ashura.
Sounds more like a internal monologue than a god.
Ashura, I think that's called a conscience.
No, it's called Andrew. He's blonde. He's very weird. He's very weird. He doesn't know how to use a sword. He just goes around with one. Sorry.
As you're like pondering whether or not you think you could make these things work on the move, Horizon like standing there kind of so. What do you think? I can scout out the burrow, potentially find out what dangers might lurk there. And then when you return from Titan's back, we can then broach whatever is that with a little more warning.
You are
Not a
that
bad
would be
idea.
useful, and you are your own man. You can do as you wish. We do not want to force you to come with us.
Of course. But simply, I'm curious what lies in Baltic's Burrow, and if it's of value to you, but you have more important things to do that don't necessarily require my attendance. If you wish me to come to Titan's Back, I'm more than willing. But if you think that you can manage, then I can be useful to both myself and to all of you.
Right. Your attendance would not necessarily be required, but is always appreciated. Scouting, I believe, however, would be quite useful.
The
If you
easier
wish
it
to
is.
do that.
Oh, sorry.
No, my bad.
Yeah, well, I was just going to add to that. The easier it is for us to get in Brow Peaks Burrow, pick up a gemstone, and get ourselves out of there, the better, I think. And then we potentially have a shield guardian on side, and we'd be in your debt, Pariah. So I think it's a scouting sounds like a great idea. I mean, I've learnt from Markos and Maple that it's certainly a good idea.
Very well. Well, I shall accompany you toward the mountains, and I shall scout and try and stay safe, and hopefully when you all return, I shall be there outside the entrance with a nice big list of everything in there.
Sounds good.
Right. Well, I'm ready to go when you are, so... Is there anything else anyone would like to do in preparation before you begin the journey?
Yes, can I ask what month it is? Are we still in Umbara?
It's Umbera, it's the 23rd.
Is Umbera Lady Summerhold?
Selendra, the 23rd of Umbera.
I'd like to speak to Newt if you want to, Jordan.
Sure thing.
So, I don't know. I'll pack my bag. I'll trim my nails down from their beautiful glossy talons. Ugh, lame.
Sad.
I'll put my hair in like an ordinary braid rather than a fancy braid. Yuck. And and I will toddle my 5'2" legs over to you.
Yes, come in.
Hey, and I slip in and I close the door quietly behind me. Oh, nice. You've very gone for a minimalist look in here. I don't know if I've ever actually been in your room since you decorated.
Yeah,
No bed, huh? Well, I guess
well,
not.
You know,
Yeah.
I have my chair in the corner. Usually,
It's a nice chair. I put your chair in my room as well. It's gorgeous. I use it at my dressing table. So, are you gonna... do you think you're gonna be okay, sweetheart? Because this is going to be a lot, and I have had a lot of finding out who I really am whiplash in the last, 6 months, and that was only because a dragon angel wanted to talk to me, let alone discovering potentially decades, maybe centuries of who I used to be.
Well, as far as if I'm okay, I don't know. Really, it's. I still don't really know how to feel about these memories. Do I take it as who I am, who I was? Is that even, are we the same person? But as far as whether I'm okay or not, for now, I'm good enough, I think is the way I'll put it.
Okay, well...
That might change depending on what I find out, but...
And I know you've got Hemlock, but you've got the rest of us too. You know, me and Maple have been with you from the get-go, and I just want to protect you and keep you safe. I'm not good at the fighting stuff, I'm better at the emotion stuff anyway. Would you like a hug?
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah, okay.
I've been told that I give much warmer hugs recently.
Oh, they are warmer. Oh no, your beard, it tickles. Oh no, you might want to shave
Hold on
that.
a second.
Ugh.
How is that beard tickling you? You are 5'2".
I'm on my tiptoes.
Still, I know how that interaction goes. Okay.
Tickling her.
I was imagining it was like tickling here. I don't know how long your beard is.
It's a mustache.
I think it's a mutton
Handlebar
chop.
and mutton chops. So your chin is actually nice and clean.
That
Chin is
Okay.
smooth.
Well, I apologize, everyone.
It tickles the side of your head. It's really weird. It's it tickles by here, but not in the middle.
yeah.
And so it's that weird missing sensation.
That is weird.
Yeah,
And
well,
hope we'll stand back and look in your little bleak blue eyes. And I just want to say
they do a little woo woo.
a little ooh face. I don't care who Shin is or who he was. Newt's my friend, and I love you.
Oh, thank you. Well, I mean, if it wasn't for one of you, I don't know if I'd even be in this place in my journey in the first place. I mean, you all looked out for me before you even knew who I was. So
Hope like doesn't say anything because she did not.
I
I remember our first ever
Yeah.
session of this game. She stood there at the back and
Hey,
said, "Oh no, a crime!"
spoke to people.
Yeah.
Actively
Looking at
participate
the
in
screen like,
HME. That's
Okay.
enough. Yeah, it's I know that you're there, and I very much appreciate it.
Have you told Hemlock she's beautiful yet?
See, now Newt has a -1 in, and I'm going to use that as an excuse for why I can't.
No.
The answer is no.
I'm pretty sure he would have won. Okay.
Well, I think you should get around to it soon, okay?
Well, you know, I'm just.
Can't keep a lady waiting.
Well, what can I say? I'm quite forgetful.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Your tattoos look great, by the way. Right, I'm going to go and finish.
Yes,
I don't know.
let's-
I've got it like half the
Let's
amount
go.
of clothes I put in my rucksack. It's still way too heavy.
Wait, you're just going with the regular braid?
I've got to go half the amount of clothes in my rucksack, so I'll go put them in our brand new, cool, shiny bag of holding.
Can we have a talk about this, please? Are we doing a
Oh,
We talked
no.
about it OOC so
No,
much,
no.
Alex.
Okay. I
Okay.
stick to the bag.
DM ruling. I will not count the damn weight or volume of the shit you put in that bag, as long as you're not being stupid and it fits in like. If I could fit it into this bag,
Yep.
then you can put it in there, and I'm not going to keep track of the the total mass. So don't worry about it.
Sweet.
Shove all the shit you want in there.
Cool.
Go for it.
Alright.
I don't
Guys,
care
I'm gonna put 3 tons of gravel in there.
Ah, you bastard.
Let's just open the
Never know
bag
when
and
it
put it
could
into
come
the
in handy.
lake. Let's just do that. Let's just open
You
the
can
bag
do
and
that.
put it in the lake.
You can do that
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
if you really want. So, as Hope leaves Newt's room to and continue preparing Ashura Maple. What's up?
Hi.
Hi. It wasn't now, Andrew.
Oh.
The talking point is for later. That's
Oh,
fine.
that
That's
wasn't clear to me. That's my
That's
bad.
fine.
All right.
That's cool. Just
Bag.
I'll make sure I have all my clothes in a bag and put some with Hope into the bag of holding.
Perfect. Any last minute things before you guys leave? Perfect. Bags packed, shoes tied, kisses goodbyes to the wife and the pets. As you guys walk away, and as your house, your driveway, your land begins to fade behind you as you walk back along a familiar road into the Clearwater Forest. The first half of the day is pretty uneventful. You've walked this road many a time now, and you're becoming very familiar with where it becomes thick, where you see clearings and meadows roll off to the left-hand side. You see the same occasional barreling through the forest, armored boars and Sultan soldiers, some who seem to know what they're doing, some who are definitely still learning, as these Beast Corps cavalry continue their training to be deployed on the front lines of the war brewing to the west. Mid-afternoon comes and sees a cold, very clear-skied day begin to become overcast as you begin to ascend, taking the small tracks and small pathways that lead up towards the mountains. You see small sections of where rock has been dug away and small external veins mined across the years. You occasionally see a very well-carved mountain road that probably connected to known burrows many years before, but now lay empty. As you keep traveling, you find the peaks curve up and in front of you. The Brow Peak Mountains, the ones that spike and tower above the Clearwater Forest itself. It becomes slightly darker, slightly colder, and it just begins to tempt a cold, light rain as the sun begins setting far across the horizon to the west. Is there anything you guys are looking for specifically for a place to rest? or are you just finding a place to set up a big old tent?
I think Markos would be if it feels like the weather is turning inclement.
Mhm.
Would certainly wish to find like. You say we're near some like mountain. Is it like a
Yeah,
ridgy
you are
rocks,
ascending
like,
the foothills.
perhaps like a lee behind a hill or like a rock face or something, sheltered from the wind.
Okay,
I'd like to have a look see.
perfect. Ashura, your hand was raised.
I'll just tell Marcos, can we try not to be next? Last time we got hope next to a river, and now I'm just like kind of PTSD, all that, just
Next to a river?
yeah. I don't know
Well,
if you see one just like running water. It's not. I don't know.
Sure. I
Apparently,
mean, my idea was to be a little sheltered from the wind, perhaps like near this cliff over here.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yes. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, running water is bad.
Alright,
No,
Could
it's
I
not
make,
on fire.
make a perception check, Monsieur Markos?
Excellent. Am I in my favorite terrain? Mountains.
Yeah, you know you are.
Cool.
A perception
This is
check to see if you
hopefully
can
gonna
see
be good.
Ashura's
Oh wow,
fangs.
that's a 3 on the die. So that's a total of 18.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, damn it.
Oh no, wait, no, sorry. Perception, expertise doesn't stack with favorite terrain, so that's 14. Sorry.
14. It doesn't take very long as the sun begins cresting towards that kind of last hour of bluish light that crosses. You see that the cloud forest kind of sprawling beneath you now as you ascend these hills, and you do find like these kind of quite sharp little ridges, and you find a nice enough flat spot next to one of these sharp rises that will probably shelter you decently from the wind.
Excellent.
Cool.
I'll set about making a fire then.
Fires lit the large canvas tent gets erected. It's kind of strange sight that this large tent perches on the side of this mountain, but the spot you found is flat enough. Is there anything you guys wish to do while setting up camp or getting to rest, or is it just
Is this an appropriate area for me to set traps for stuff?
you can set and try?
I always will.
Go for it. Go and make a survival check.
Need
You're
those
looking
mammal
for-
meats.
Looking for those animal tracks and places to set up traps.
Survival. That's a 7, so that's an 18.
The two of you are nuts. You find a really good set of very well-worn animal tracks. You spot some fresh droppings. You're like, oh, they're definitely using this track. You set up some snares, a couple of those like spring spike traps, and you're fairly confident you'll get something decent for that in the morning. Anybody else? Mr. Ashura.
If possible, I'll sit down during while everyone is doing something a bit on the side. We'll take out my demon sword and just be like, "Okay, Stella, you here?"
You feel that kind of drawling voice into your mind again as the infernal devil within the sword speaks to you.
Yeah. The one from Texas.
I'm always here. How
Yeah,
can I
that's-
help you?
That's what worries me a lot. You were saying something. Okay, so remember the last time we got attacked with Hope? There was like demons, and it was kind of bad. And I booked it somewhere, and then I killed the shadow using you, but it's kind of me. You were sold. I don't know if it.
It's called teamwork, man.
Again,
Not a complicated concept.
Again, I could have done it without you. You'd not be able to move without. Anyway, just understanding who has the power here. It's important.
Spoiler alert, it's not you. It's not you.
Stop it! I'm trying to lie to her. Maybe.
A very familiar
It's an
sigh passes through your mind.
Stella, you were saying something about and Hope told me about it too. devil and demons don't like each other, right?
Ashura would know this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're aware, but from your own experience, as likely as the swords mention, devils occupy a space closer to the material plane. Demons and their chaotic, just wild, hungering forces exist outside of that. And those forces are not allies to the Hells, they just want everything.
Yeah.
And so the Hells find themselves kind of caught between demons trying to take everything and the material plane, and so there is an ongoing conflict between demons and devils. Both bad, but they are also enemies of each other.
You know, we are getting into very complicated events. I mean, there's going to be a lot of complicated events coming up, and you know, I feel we could be on the same page on this one, at least in the future. So what do you think we can maybe try to work together? I don't know how, again, because your sword, and but you know, I feel like we could work each other for once. That could be good.
Stop it, I'll blush. Yes. My soul was put into a sword so that I could be used. That is all. When you swing me, knowing that you wish to smite whatever foe you face using my blade, that is the partnership. When you take a life with me, it doesn't matter to me whose life. It doesn't matter to me what. But there are specific things of interest to me and mine. And if we can align our goals, then who knows? Maybe you'll be ballsy enough to use the sword that hangs at your side, rather than being terrified of it and terrified of me getting out into the world.
Yeah, it's definitely that. I am terrified of you. No, you're a fucking devil. Okay.
I knew you weren't as dumb as you always sound.
You know what? I actually hide quite a bit. I'm hoping the rest of the group doesn't think I'm super dumb. Just, you know, facade, stuff like that. Anyway. You know what? You're a sword for now. If anything happens and you go back to being a devil, I'll make sure to put you down. But in the meantime, you're a sword, and you can help me do the right thing. So I hope we can. I'll be able to wield you well. I don't know. Oh, we work well together. I don't know.
You can call me the angel on your shoulder.
I will not. No. I'll call you
wait.
devil at my side, maybe, but that makes more
Well, that
sense.
sounds accurate.
Yes, exactly. That's like factual, you know. Cool. All right. Cool. That was a good talk. I hated every part of it, and I hope we talk not too soon, but not too soon. Okay.
Maybe we'll make a man out of you yet.
Yep. I just sheath the blade and just hope that she stops talking.
The drawling voice recedes from your mind. She seems to be done.
Yay. Cool.
Alrighty. Unless there's anything else anyone wish to do, food is made over your campfire, your luxurious tent is set, your traps laid. Is there an order of anyone taking a watch during the night?
I just have a question. Has anyone done the little Twitch shout-outs?
Shoutouts. I put Discord. No, yeah, no, not really.
No, I mean as in like hi
Yeah,
to Mountain Lion,
Yes,
Brian, and
Mountain Lion, Brian.
Luna, and welcome back, Verbal Components. I don't know if you are doing your exercise or not, but very cool. It's lovely to have you. The Moobot, yeah, says the same thing every 8 minutes, guys. If it's very annoying, just tell me, because I set it up, and if 8 minutes is too short, I'll reset it to 20 or something. Cool.
This is
Okay,
the
sorry,
trap.
that's all. I just wanted to
Perfect.
do a bit of fourth wall breakage. I'm reeling back
No,
in.
you're
I'm by
right,
a
we see you
campfire.
guys.
I'm cozy. I'm comfy. I'm having a good time.
Cast bend on the fourth wall.
Opponents, just saying I approve of that pun. Like, don't feel bad for puns. The number of puns I put these guys through that they have to suffer, like, good.
It's a lot.
It's a happy
So-
kind of pain.
So, with meals warmed and enjoyed around the campfire, and as you begin to put yourselves to bed, put out your bed rolls, put on your perfume and your nightgowns, is there an order of watches anyone would like to take? Or not, you can just all go to sleep.
I can take a watch.
I'll always take
but not
one.
before it gets too dark.
Take one, I can see in the dark, and I got +10, so.
It will just
Alright.
generally be about.
I might like to take a watch with Maple, please.
Perfect.
Yay.
So, do you guys want to do like Markos first, while it's still light-ish?
Yeah, that's true. I have
Mm.
dark vision, so I'm happy to do it like in the middle of the night.
Let's put the human
Cool.
first.
Alrighty. So, as you all begin to get your heads down and to take some rest, Markos, could you go ahead and make a perception check for me?
I can indeed. Oh, that's better. 12 on the die, so 23 total.
As you listen out across the hills, you hear the kind of the wind coursing over the sharp ridges of the foothills around you. Though these ridges do protect you directly from that buffeting cold wind. The rain comes and goes, but never becomes more than a light drizzle. None of your clothes become soaked. And though the darkness encroaches and your campfire struggles to fight against the encroaching black, you hear plenty. You hear the small skittering of the nocturnal beasts that call this place home. None seem to bother you. You hear the occasional hoot of an owl somewhere off in the trees now that extend below you. You hear a very faint shout, and for a brief moment your spine freezes. You listen again. You hear it again, echoing from somewhere. As it echoes across the mountains, it seems to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. The single word, Dorak, yelled in this deep, guttural tone, and your spine and your skin and goosebumps rise. You know that word.
I
It's
feel like I
giant
do.
for hungry.
Yep. My hand goes to my rifle.
And as you listen and continue the rest of your couple hours, it doesn't come again. You don't hear or see anything else, and your watch comes to an end.
I think for the 15 minutes after hearing that second shout, a little bit of hyperventilating, but like trying not to let other people see that. And then as he finishes his watch, Markos watches next. Maples, right?
Yeah,
Me and
me and Hope will be next.
He'd pull the two of them aside and just be like, I heard a giant in the distance. Out here. Would I know it was probably likely a hill giant?
Make a
What is
nature check for
shouting?
me.
Nature check. A 9.
Total of 9.
Oh, actually, hang on. Favored enemy. Does that? I have advantage. Don't
Yeah, true.
I?
I think you do, yeah.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Fuck yes. Briefly, like, the panic is setting in, and you think, like, what kind of giant is this? Is this just a hill giant, or like an ogre or something? Is that fire giant? Fuck. But then you steel your nerves and you think about your training, what you learned, your experiences, the history books on the wars past. You're fairly sure it's a hill giant. But two things with that natural 20 kind of stick out to you. Giants don't tend to talk, let alone shout to themselves. A giant wouldn't just yell hungry at nothing. It might. It's unlikely. And that kind of sticks with you for a few minutes as you're kind of calming your breathing down. Not in your
Fire
experience.
as well.
Okay. Not in your experience, but in the books you have read and the tales you have heard of when the giant war was in full swing, sometimes the giants would take specific hill giants and starve them. And hill giants' their whole thing is they are gluttons. They eat and consume anything. So they starve them. And it drives them insane. And it drives them rabid. You're not 100% certain that's what this particular thing was, but that is the information that you recall.
Can you, as the DM, just remind us who did the starving? Sorry, that's the bit.
The other giants.
Oh, other giants will starve.
So in the giant war,
cool. That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the fire giants used hill giants and other stuff, and as part of making their fodder more effective, this was one of the techniques they used.
Maybe not alone. Maybe driven mad by hunger.
Perhaps.
And
But Hope, Maple, you are briefed of this. Markos, you set yourself down to rest on your bedroll. Heart rate's a little rapid for sleep, but you begin to rest at least your body for now.
Maple, I will be sleeping near the entrance to the tent. My rifle will be loaded. Well, trying to sleep at least. I hope, Maple, either one of you hear anything. Just shake me.
I got you.
Hill giants are both my specialty and my dread.
Don't worry, sweetie. We'll keep you safe.
All right.
Right, trying to get some rest. Good night.
Maple and Hope, as you begin your watch together, can you throw some perception checks, please? Either individually or with advantage with one of you.
Meg, do you want advantage?
Sure. My perception is +7, so.
I think mine's only +1. So.
Yeah, that's going to be a 21 perception.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Hell yeah.
I'm going to hit all the giants.
As you watch together, across your watch, as you chat back and forth, you don't hear any other signs of hill giants. Although your vision does extend a little further beyond what the now dead campfire illuminated. At one point, about an hour and a half in, you do hear a break of a branch, and you whip around, and the direction it's from, that's one of your traps is. Maybe 60, 70 feet away from the camp, but you're fairly sure you just heard one of your traps get set off.
Nice.
But yeah, other than that, your watch is uneventful. You may do whatever you wish during.
So, Maple, how's the wife?
How's the wife?
Yeah, good. I think she's pretty happy with those beehives. We've just got to get some bees now.
I'm sure all that gorgeous lavender in the herb garden that Hemlock's planted will no doubt attract all sorts of fuzzy little stripy friends.
Yeah, I think she's doing pretty good. Like, we've both been in the tribe for a really long time, so I think it's kind of exciting for her to get to go somewhere new. And
How did you two meet?
it's kind of a dumb story. One of my brothers got really injured on a hunt, and she saved him. And
is that how Pine lost his arm? Oh wait, no, he lost that with the pirates. Sorry, silly me.
Yeah, and she saved him, and I just kind of became obsessed with her after that. She's really cool.
She's lovely. She's so sweet. I think she complements you perfectly. How fast did your relationship move? You know, you live hundreds of years. How did you know how fast to take it, you know?
I mean,
how did you know it was something special?
It was one of those things where it's kind of like you just said, we complement each other a lot, and we learned a lot from each other. because like before I met her, I was kind of just a dumbass who went out and killed things.
That change.
And now you're a dumbass with a wife that goes out and kills things.
Exactly.
No, maybe you're not dumbass. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That's me.
But she,
Hey,
yeah,
was I dumbass?
she taught me a lot, and eventually it was just like, I mean, I haven't met anyone else who I want to spend the rest of my life with, so yeah. We've only been married for 51 years, so
51. Wow. Well, congratulations.
which for a no marriage is pretty short.
I'm sure there's many more years ahead. I mean, if we can survive this cosmic fate we seem to be tied into, thanks, Ashura.
Yeah. I mean, I left the tribe to find Pine just after our 51st anniversary, so
Oh,
it was nice to bring her back and, you know, have her meet all my cool new friends.
I'm glad I can be a cool new friend. I mean, I assume you met me, obviously.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I hope she feels at home here, and yeah, she seems to fit right in with us. I mean, we're the biggest bunch of weirdos, I think, in a 200-mile radius minimum, so...
I mean, she has been patching up gnomes and various beasts pretty much her whole life, so... I mean, I don't think she was expecting a Mind Flayer corpse as one of the first things to interact with, but, you know, she still got stuck in because that's who she is.
I have no more questions to ask, Maple.
I heard you had a little thing going on with the princess.
Maybe. For the first time in my life, I'm taking it slow and seeing where it goes. Because, I mean, okay, it's not every day a princess falls into your lap, but she is really nice. Like, she's so nice. Not that Pine isn't nice. Pine is lovely. Pine is wonderful. Just, you know. You know.
Yeah.
You know what it's like when you think you've met someone important.
She seems nice. You've obviously spent a lot more time with her than I have, but...
I don't know. We have to make fast friends in this business. Because we might not know when we see another dawn. And it only took a couple of days for me to... Really... I don't know. I've just got a crush. And it's stupid. And I feel like a lovesick teenager. And I'm not even embarrassed. I really like it.
That's pretty much how you know.
Woo.
I like the idea that everyone in the tent has currently got their ear like.
Everyone in the tent is like, what?
You
You're
have
gonna
one little
pretend
like
to go back to
radar
sleep.
poking out.
A little dish.
Well, cheers to many more great adventures and lovely women in our futures. And I will like clink my water skin. Dink.
The gay shit.
The gay shit. Hey, if you'd like to see more gay shit, I'm running a Pride one shot on Monday. There are admins in the chat.
Andrew, you know that's backwards, right? Your camera is
showed the
only
backwards
flipped
one.
for you, not for
Oh,
everyone
well,
else.
it's a good thing I wrote it twice.
Andrew was like, I'm prepared.
For every situation.
Ashura, are you up next?
Yep. Cool.
Perfect.
Can as I pass the girls, I'll just cast minor illusion on the skin of Hope with written shorty on it.
Stop it! I want to yell at you, but people are sleeping. Stop it!
It's not happening to me. I feel like oh, it's you. You're just so low. It's not the same level. The sound doesn't pass, you know, because that's how it works.
Oh my god! I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. Goodbye.
Good night, darling. All right. And that's 19 Andrew. Plus
19, okay.
plus 10, so 29.
Plus, Jesus.
I love it.
So, as you cross your legs and sit down and look out across this ridged foothills of these mountains, your friends head back into the tent and you hear the sounds of them settling down into their bedrolls. You just listen out to the night and look. So used to the dark tunnels far beneath the earth, you see quite far out, you see the different kind of coarse shrubbery and bushes and fauna between the rocks of this sloping mountainside. And you listen. And you hear a small, falling of small rocks, okay? Some way further up. Just a bit out of the range of your vision, but something moved up there.
How big?
You didn't see anything. Not sure what it could have been, but you heard it.
Fucking hell. Okay. If I hear any subsequent sounds during my watch,
Mm-hmm.
I will. If no, there's nothing I can do. I'll just make sure that I'll just have an ear out for any subsequent sound.
You do hear a couple more, slightly quieter, and slightly quieter. Whatever this thing was is moving further away from you, further up the mountains. Another hour or so passes. A kind of a light rain starts up again, but you're mostly sheltered by the steep ridges of the hillside that you're perched on.
I have my umbrella.
You do. And eventually, a slight bluish light begins to crest over the top of the mountains in front of you. Dawn begins to come. You begin to hear your friends stirring as the light begins to kind of glow through the canvas. And you all rise, and it's the next day. Congrats, no one died.
Wow.
Soul God, rise up.
Did it!
Rise up. We survived tonight. Andrew, can I go?
Andrew Woo.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, Markos, for interrupting. Mine is really brief. Mine is, can you just dump us on the map where we actually should be, rather than in the ocean off the coast of Hull?
Mine was just fluff. Markos wakes up and he's been out at the entrance to the tent all night, with his gun, just asleep on it, completely sausaged in his sleeping bag with his bum in the air.
Wow.
I love the idea that he has a print on his face of some of his gun
definitely.
because he's just, hugging it.
The lever mechanism for the lever action rifle is just imprinted on his cheek right now.
Andrew,
drooled all over the stock.
Andrew, can I go check where the rock fell, just to check?
Yes. I'll run with the same perception check because you're all big boy numbers.
Boy numbers.
Yeah, you kind of head a little bit further up at the steep incline, and you do find a pair of, a divot where kind of the sandy rocks between the kind of coat of this ridge have been scuffed, where someone it's a patch that's been pushed in. Where it was someone took a knee. Something humanoid was here last night.
Guys. Yes. Can you come, please, Markos? I have weird news. There was a guy outside here last night. Okay, bye. This is weird. You deal with it.
I'll jog over, and just be like, "What are you talking about?"
Look,
I did not see anyone on watch.
I know, but during my time during the watch, I heard scuffling and there was some rocks falling down. I couldn't see
And you
clearly.
did not investigate.
Well, no, because it's a good idea not to go outside of the camp alone in the night.
Hope leans into Marcus and is like, you can tell him off now if you want to.
It's also a good idea that nothing approaches the camp too closely.
It's a tall person talk, okay? You need to be 6 foot or higher, okay? Oof.
Well, I guess that's me.
Dude walked over just made it.
Oh, well,
Yes.
damn it, Marcos, how tall are you? 5'9". Okay, it's fine. 5'9". Above 3.
Wow, can't believe Ashura is a heightened. Cancel. Get out.
Do you think I should have gone? I don't think was a good idea.
I
Okay.
mean, maybe grabbed Newt or something. He does not sleep. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's fine. Do not worry. None of us are dead. Let's just
Exactly. It's fine.
Well-
where were these rocks? I can take a
It's
look.
right there. It seems like someone took a knee or something, but to propose, I don't know.
Someone got married.
Is that the same direction that I heard like crackling?
No, as you kind of go back around your traps, you get
Did you hear anything unusual during your
4 mammal meats.
4 mammal meats,
And one of
everyone.
them's like a muntjac, like a small deer
Oh shit!
creature.
That's a big mammal meat.
That's mammal. Put it in the bag.
Oh my goodness, venison, not squirrel. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to come out, Maple. Sorry.
It's fine.
I don't know. The pine marten we had the other week was quite nice.
That seasoned mouse, exquisite.
Pine martens are big, man. They're like chunky boys.
So yeah, as you kind of the tent goes away, all of your stuff is gathered. You do all see these kind of scuffed marks in the rocks kind of above you, maybe 70 feet away.
About what size are these marks? If someone took a knee, can we estimate how tall or how large this humanoid figure might have been?
Make an investigation check.
I can do that.
Can I assist?
You absolutely can.
Okay. Oops, just knocked my pencils everywhere. Ooh, that's an 18.
18. As you and Markos kind of together squat down around these tracks and begin to kind of think about how big they are, they seem to be medium humanoid. It's quite a large knee, so it's probably quite a bulky person or creature. But they seem to be like a bulky medium humanoid. And I'll probably like inferring with roughly where you are, you gather orcs probably fit the bill.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not giants.
Very true.
I mean, I must confess I did have a rather troubling thought when I heard mentions of giants and humanoids, but it's alright. It's fine. Well, we know of a medium humanoid who speaks giant.
Looking at one. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Kayla.
Yeah, yes.
The other one.
The other one.
Ah, yes. So many.
Yes,
Although last I saw them, they were miles from here. And I don't know if they're even on this plane anymore, but...
Well, you only ever saw them with a scry, right?
Yes, I saw them go through a portal in the Fabled Hollow, and then it kicked me out.
Let's assume it's not them.
Yes.
Hopefully just orcs.
And something I will say, Hemlock, you might not have met these enemies face to face, but they just like to fuck with us. And it could be them trying to make it look like Kaelin. Oh, goodness. Oh, this is awful to think about.
I feel like we might just be overthinking this and it's just...
Look,
I don't know. I think Hemlock has a point.
Likeliest solution is orcs.
It was a fast brain
Explanations.
worried, making leaps and connections that probably didn't need to be made, but at least they're there.
Yes. Yep. If it's Kaelin, that'd be,
It always helps to be cautious. For sure.
Worth bearing in mind, for sure.
Kind of buttoning up his long coat, Pariah kind of meets you all kind of at this kind of steep part of the hill. Who's this Kaelin? Should we be worried?
I'll let them come back.
Meet them,
worried, yes.
just know that they can get very big quite quickly.
I mean, apart from that, they let's just say they're not on the good side of our spectrum of friends.
If you see a bald, androgynous elf with a stone dagger,
And an
Okay,
orb,
Maple, minor illusion it, babe.
Yeah. Kaelin in my hand.
you see this elf? Do not approach. That time.
Duly
If you see
noted.
the orb, take it.
Well, let me
Take
I
the
think
All right.
Take the orb.
if they had the orb on them, there's one way that we could maybe just make sure that it wasn't them. And Newt's just gonna have a quick, just sort of wander around and see if there's any dead foliage about, like dead.
That's a good shout.
Oh,
Living
yeah.
No, you can't decide to do that. You've got minus
It's too
one in.
smart.
Hey, I might not be smart, but I am some wise.
It's a decent idea to try, but you might not be very good at it. Make an investigation check. Newt.
This is a wisdomy boy move, to be fair.
That is a 14.
14.
Oh.
Looking around, you don't. Near where these footprints are, you do see there are small, beginning to kind of show signs
like
of
Christmas?
drying up in kind of autumn colors, and it is kind of cold up on this mountainside. But you do see signs of vegetation.
Well, that's
Probably not kill
something.
them.
Reassuring.
Maybe they were floating. You know, just no.
But then there wouldn't
Nope,
be
probably not kill
footsteps.
Yeah. Hemlock.
I'm so glad we've got Hemlock, you know?
just you.
Between us, we've got what, like maybe 4 or 5 dead crickets rubbing together as a brain?
Well, I'm actually. Yeah, no. I was gonna say I have plus 0. I was gonna say,
Wait.
why am I the one doing enchanting? God damn it.
Oh, wait, you'll have brains?
There is an idea they taught us in basic training. A thing called like what is it? Okran's knife, Occam's blade, something like this.
Occam's razor?
Yeah, that's the one. Yes. The simplest explanation is most
Wait, I thought Orcus had a wand.
Well, that's perfect.
That was really good, Jordan. That was really good.
In character and OOC, Hope just has her head in her hands and is staring at the ground like, no.
For a combination of that pun and also a really good idea looking for the dead foliage, Newt, you want to like stick a little inspiration on your character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are both two really good things.
that was very good.
I have no peek, and I'll be shit for the rest of the night. Thank you, everyone.
I'm tapping Hope's shoulder, just like yes, I know.
Is it cold?
I'm just tapping Newt's shoulder.
Yeah, we're all
Oh,
just
God.
like Maple is just like mammal meat.
I got deer.
Like, just Maple walking up in the background, like, guys.
maybe you're like multipass. You're just like mammal meat, mammal meat, mammal meat, mammal meat.
Hey, she knows it's a mammal meat.
Oh, yeah.
We're going on our honeymoon. We just got married. We're very in love.
No,
Like, Fifth Element's my favorite film. Like, I'm gonna be quiet, or I'm gonna go on about it for like an hour.
Maybe mammal meat will be our okay. Mammal meat. Mammal meat.
Mammal meat.
Fuck you. That's so bad.
Rocks fall.
we dodged them.
It's fine, me and Maple
Yeah,
will have a
I'll
baby.
dodge him. Shut up.
Also, hey Hina, enjoy your lunch break.
Yeah,
Oh,
Hina.
yeah.
What up?
Hi.
You guys can
How's
share
your
amazing.
Hina?
Hina and Brian and Mitch, we see you, we love you.
Also, hello to
But
Nosy
yeah,
Bob.
And Nosy
Nosy
Bob.
Bob. Or Nosy
Nosy
Bob?
Bob.
We're all acquaintance. I love you
Noisy
all.
Bob?
Noisy Bob.
Nosy or Nozzy, maybe. Not
No,
sure
it's
which.
Nazi. Maybe it's like Nazibo from. Nope, I'm just trying to put a ref. It's not there. It's Nazibo from.
So,
Jaguar?
well,
Maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Andrew, what's next?
Yes.
It is
Nosy Bob.
canonically
Is there
Nosy
anything?
Mhm.
Is there anything you guys wish to do specifically before continuing your journey or investigating these footprints?
Bob.
Yep.
Quick scan of the horizon.
Perception check, sure.
I'd like to go back to the campfire, take a bit of the ash and throw it, and casting find greatest steed,
Right.
and there's gonna be a gray griffin appearing.
Oh.
Beautiful. The different, like the handful of dusty ash, almost like clotted on the top from the light rain, scatters, and a wind catches it, and it goes, and it becomes feathers and hooves and claws.
Hello, snow. It's still snow, guys. Now it's a thing that I read in a book. It's called the griffin. It looks weird. It's like a bird, and a horse. Is
I
that
don't think you should call him weird when he can hear you.
It's fine. Do you like that form, Snow? Okay. Yes. Because normally he
It's
can
like-
talk, he just can't right now.
Its talons like click on the stone. Its large kind of eagle yellow beak turns to all of you. Its big eyes turns back towards you, Ashura. Wings flex a little bit.
I'm gonna, since I'm guessing we might be being followed or something, I'd like, while everyone is walking, I'll just be flying up and looking at anything around us.
Okay.
I got
Then, do you want to make a perception check as well, Markos? What did you get?
18 total. 7 plus 11.
18 total. Perfect. As you scan around the hillsides, you see a few birds. You see one in particular that seems to be circling you. You, for a moment, fear, fuck, it's not that goddamn rock again. But you see other small birds cross in front of it and behind it, and you're fairly confident it's just what looks to be like a large vulture, almost like snowy white feathers, and kind of like blackish spots dappling its body, just kind of circling. You don't see any signs of any people moving. No giants cross your horizon.
Good. I cannot see where this interloper would have gone. Doesn't seem to be anything on the horizon. Keep our eyes open.
Should we just keep moving then?
Yeah, I think so. I'll keep to the sky and just check.
Okay. Sure. Did you make a perception check from your bird?
Nope, that's 13 plus 10. 23.
Jesus.
Damn, boy. Okay, I'll bear that in mind going forward. I'll also get
Being
a
in this
griffin
party as
icon.
someone who doesn't have access to expertise and only has one maxed out stat, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Every time you guys roll skill checks, I'm like, I'll just sit over here, averaging like an 18.
No, we got
Many
maxed
maxed
out
out stats.
Yeah.
Yes.
Since my speed is 80 feet per turn while flying, can I be a bit in front of the griffin?
Sure.
Just because...
I put Snow in your control.
Yay! Just so like that we can, in case people waiting for us, I'll make sure,
Cool.
you know.
Do you want to go on your extras on D&D Beyond to make sure you add a griffin stat block? So you
Already
have that
did.
to hand. Beautiful.
Already
Perfect.
did.
Amazing. Alrighty. The rest of you, as Ashura mounts this large griffin and takes off into the air and kind of circles ahead of you guys, I would like, in marching order, as you all begin your journey up now these much more narrower mountain paths, as you're kind of having to zigzag a little bit up these hills, keeping a close eye around you. Or better than that, do you guys want to, I don't know, position yourselves? That's roughly where you are, but you want to fix your order.
Oh my god.
Just to confirm, Pariah's coming with us until the split off for Brow Peak Borough, right? And
Yes.
then he's going to the borough.
Yes.
Yeah, sweet,
Right,
perfect.
is with you and is still traveling along the way.
Reprising your role as the new kind of boss of the general manager of the Soul Guard, Markos. Please may I have hope in the middle somewhere?
The new bar.
Yes, I believe perceptive people near the front and the back. Tanky people also near the front and the back, just in case people come from behind. And
I'm happy to go with the back.
excellent. And then maybe
Wonk.
less well armored or perceptive people in the middle.
That sounds...
If you prefer to fight from a distance and you're not amazing at scouting, then the middle is the best for you.
I'll head somewhere towards the front.
Alrighty, then put yourself there. Pariah's happy to stick near the middle. Maple, you happy to keep at the rear?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Andrew?
Hello, yes.
Yeah, just saying I am 30 feet up in the air, or at least like above the cannon.
Cool.
And just maybe like 30 feet in front of the group.
Perfect. As you're flying ahead and kind of keeping with pace but ahead of the group, as you two are the front two, Markos and Ashura, could I have the two of you make perception checks, please?
Of course. Oh, it's raining like hell in
Shall
here.
I percept from the back?
If you'd like
I'm-
to, go ahead.
If I'm keeping an eye on our
25.
butts.
Again, I lost. Damn it.
My bonus is one higher than yours. As
I
well.
know, I hate it.
I also got 25.
Ah! Everybody gets 25.
As you fly overhead, you see a slightly irregular shape on the path ahead. This map works for the spaces. Those numbers are how high those different cliffs are. You see a slightly irregular stone shape where I'm just pinging there, not the crux of this pathway. And Markos, you see this as well as you kind of head up. It looks to be maybe 5.5 feet tall. And as you get a little bit closer, you see it's almost like standing on 4 spindly legs that seem to almost fuse with the rock. The 4 legs, almost like a large stool, almost meet at this kind of slightly wider than a torso-sized stone that kind of like wraps up on top of these weird 4 spindly legs. The legs can maybe be about 3 feet up, and then the torso is like the rest. No, yeah.
I'm getting some weird Zen from Half-Life 1 vibes here.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. You can walk past if you want. You can almost if you choose.
I would like to go and take a look at it. I'd be like, there's something weird over there. Let's. I want to take a look.
You kind of
Do you wish to
gather around this thing. It looks to be kind of a pretty similar stone to the stone mountains that you've been walking along, and it looks pockmarked with wind and water erosion. On the kind of weirdly spindly 4 legs that come down from its main body. I'll say up to 2 of you can make a history, religion, or investigation checks.
Not on the ground.
All of those needed.
I leave people who want to do it.
You're too dumb for this. Like,
I mean, I'll do it. I feel like being Hemlock should do it. Like,
Yeah, I'll take them.
Yeah, you
They're all, I think they're all the same for me.
hey, I got a 21, and I was going to use
Oh.
religion because they're all +5s for me. So.
Sure.
Oh shit.
I got a 14 in any of them, but
Okay.
it's
As the 2 of you investigate and look at this strange kind of formation of stone, the erosion seems to have taken place over quite a long time. You see the different kind of almost like streaks across where water would stream down it. You see where water would have run down this hill and around its like the feet of the different legs. And then you kind of your eyes almost blur and you see the shapes for what they were before they eroded. They're 4 legs and 2 torsos, arms wrapped around, frozen in stone, and over a millennia, eroded into this strange formation of rock.
no.
Markos, do you mind if I approach them?
take a look.
And I want to go up and lay a hand on them.
Mhm.
And I want to prestidigitate, because I can leave a mark on their surface for an hour.
Mhm.
Prestidigitate Astea's symbol on them, and in Celestial, just say like, Bloodborne, rest your souls. Thank you for your sacrifice.
Taking a look at this thing, now it's been eroded and we've kind of seen what it is. Does it look to be a carved like statue or some form of petrification?
From those investigation checks and the religious knowledge of historical events. This appears to be two people that were out and embraced and were petrified.
Okay.
So yeah, like during. So for those in the chat who either don't take note, those of you that don't take notes a lot of Andrew's world build, or the people in the Twitch in this setting, an event almost 1,000 years ago called Petra Luna happened, where loads of horrible giant monsters were fighting, and the gods were like, "There's nothing we can do. We literally just have to turn everything to stone." And so a lot of like humanoids got caught in that, and so sometimes this is our first time I think we found some petrified
remnant.
humanoids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also the reason why the Hokuris and like the Drows and the Underdark went into, they were like, no, why do you do this? So
They were like, petrifying everything? That's kind of yikes.
bad deal. No gods, basically.
As you're kind of all standing around this, you begin to notice there are small like trinkets on the floor around this thing. Whether it's like a small carving of wood or like a long dried collection of flowers, there are just tiny little trinkets and tributes left around this thing. You see a small, roughly carved hammer. You see a small piece of wood that is like roughly whittled into a sheaf of wheat. One of the symbols of Sarista. Ashura, as you're flying in circles, you see your group kind of gathering around this this object. Little investigators. Pariah kind of stands a little bit behind, kind of begins to recognize what it is, and kind of lets the two of you do your looks. Ashura, you see movement.
Oh.
In the hills just above, moving through like the rough foliage.
In our
And as you
direction?
yeah. And then you see something slightly larger. And then as you see something grab your attention rapidly. What looks like a roughly made, maybe 15-foot in diameter wooden ball. A wooden sphere. Planks roughly mashed together, goes.
Okay. I'm casting message to whoever in the group I point to random, one of them, and I say big ball coming. I don't know, people coming from that direction, and I say north, south, whatever the direction was.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Maybe move out. Yep, move, and just that's it. And I'll go around to get a good look at what is happening.
It is coming closer, and it is barreling down this hill. It bounces off one rock, and now the rest of you, as you're kind of gathered around this statue, you hear a of stone and wood bashing against itself, barreling straight towards you guys. Ashura, yes.
Nope, I can't. I was thinking about something cool, but I can't do it.
Okay. You guys then see a shadow. As you now see this 15-foot wide wooden sphere bounces off of the ledge 20 feet above you guys, and as it comes down and it splinters onto the ground, a large form in it. Within this ball, there's
It's a
and
hamster.
Markos, that chill goes down your spine as you see a large,
It's a Pokemon.
saggy skin form, kind of dizzy, going. There's this large, raging, starved and flabby giant crashes into the ground in front of you. I
He was
need
immediately
people
against
to
Markos.
roll initiatives.
No.
Wait. Boof.
Can we say
Just-
before
just-
that Newt
spaghetti
quickly
is.
makes his way in front of Markos?
Sure.
Yeah, because
Go
like
for it.
because I told the group before he barreled down, so I
You
guess
did, yes.
I could've-
Yeah, I guess
As
we
part
likely
of
would have
that,
been able to.
as this
like,
ball
take
comes down and crashes, I do need Hemlock, Newt, and Hope is your way closer to that spot to make, I say, dexterity saving throws with advantage because Ashura did warn you.
Okay, fair enough. I guess I don't know what's the speed of like the
Okay.
rolling buddy was.
I got a 19.
Perfect,
22.
you're good.
I got a
22, you're
nat
good.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Perfect. You guys.
Hemlock does a fucking backflip.
Ashura pulls down to you, and you hear this coming and coming and coming closer and closer and closer, and you all back up, and there is just that shattering and a brief moment of sadness as you see this large sphere crush that stone formation, and this horrible, sagging creature begins to stand up. And you see its head is like going, it's dizzy as hell from that fall. You guys don't take any damage. You just jump out of the way, and you're all Gucci. Markos, what's your initiative?
You think there are Gucci Grand Warforged?
Oh yeah,
I
alright.
dropped the dice, so I'll tell you in a second. That is a 7 plus 4.
11.
11.
And
Coolio.
he's visibly terrified.
Alrighty. As this massive explosion comes down and this creature rages, Ashura, as your attention zaps straight to this thing, your attention is then wildly spread as you see other creatures begin to move. Hidden along this hillside, along this ambush.
Uh-oh.
Let's reveal the extent of this, I think.
I cast no ambush.
Oh my god!
Oh,
no!
Jesus
From
Christ.
the aerial
Oh,
position,
no.
you see it rearing up, covered up by a sand-covered canvas sheet. Another large, hulking figure surrounded by more. Is that-
Oh my god! This is so many fucking people!
Oh my god.
With that,
I cast
you
no.
have
I guess
you cast.
no.
Okay, make a check for that, but keep it to yourself.
I cast, please.
If you have
Why?
angry music, now I'm new. You step in front of Markos, this enormous blubber-filled creature slams into the ground and is just. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna move towards it and punch.
What?
Surprising
I'm surprised.
everyone, I know.
This creature counts as stunned currently, as it just fucking came out of a hamster ball, so you have advantage against it.
Stunned.
I just want to say it is almost 8 p.m. So maybe before we start this, we should take a break.
That is a very good idea.
That's a big brain idea.
Players have a think about, holy shit, what maybe you'll try to do. People at home and at Twitch, thank you so much. I've seen you guys in the Twitch being super active and chatting and having a great time, and we love it. Hina, Mitch,
Mountain Lion Brian.
Mountain Lion Brian,
Brian.
Nosy Bob. We see all of you. We love you. We'll be back in half an hour to pick up whatever the hell this turns into. So thank you so much for joining us. Go get some water. Go get some snacks. We do just want to quickly say thank you to the Cognitive Merchant for being our ongoing supporters and help during this us figuring out this whole podcasting thing. So do go check them out for amazing handmade, bespoke, leatherworked dice trays, dice bags, TTRPG accessories, LARP stuff, all that wonderful stuff. You can go check them out on Facebook, which at Cognitive Merch, Instagram at Cognitive Merchant, and Twitter, which is at Cognitive Merch. So go check them out. If you go down on Twitch, you can also see all of our socials, so go check those out and keep up with us throughout the week. The Discord links are all in the chat as well, all that kind of lovely stuff. Go get drink, go get food. We're back at 8:30. Love you, we'll see you soon.
Bye! Bye, 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 bye.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Aloha.
I hope you've gotten hydrated and been to the bathroom, because it's time for some bowel wiggling battles.
Ew. Andrew, we are not in
Perhaps
your
the
meat
next
cave
episode of Horrible Histories. If you have funky music, get it going. New. As you step in front of Markos, as you see him kind of locking up in fear, as this kind of hamster ball of planks shatters in front of you, revealing this dazed and dizzy giant, saggy flesh and skin hanging from it. What is normally like a bulbous, gluttonous, fat figure is lithe and is muscular and is wiry and is just coated in like these just sheets of skin. As it's kind of wriggling on the floor, grasping at the bits of shattered wood to stand up, it is your go. What would you like to do?
First of all, ew. Second, Newt is going to pull the Javelin of Lightning off his back, do the usual spark, and is going to throw it out toward this orc boy towards the back. So Hungry Boy will just take full damage because stunned, so autofill dex saves. This red Orog will need to make a dex save, and I need to make an attack roll against this boy at disadvantage because he's far away.
Go for it.
That is a 19 to hit the boy in the back.
19 to hit the boy in the back. Definitely hits, actually. It does.
Alright.
So go ahead and roll some damage.
Do you need lightning separated at all?
I do not.
Alrighty.
Just give me that. Give me that hurt.
Didn't roll higher than the 3 on
Oh,
any of the
buddy.
d6. 6, 8, 10. That's 11 points of damage.
To the fight to the guy at the end.
To the guy at the end, to the Huggy Boy will just take 10 points of damage. And same for the Orog, if it's saved, it takes, which the save is a DC 13, I believe. Yeah, DC 13 dex.
He will not make that, so he'll take 10 points as well.
Right, so they take 10, boy at the back takes... Oh no, boy at the back takes 15, sorry. I also had
15, alrighty. There is a spark and a flare of light as the javelin transforms into that bolt of energy and goes across this mountainside as it sticks inside the upper thigh and is pulled out of the muscle. You see this large orc at the back kind of gritting through like a war-painted face and kind of scrappy but full plate armor, like black and rusted brown.
Oh, fucking...
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I have plenty more to do. I'm going to punch this boy in front of me. Advantage
Go
to
for
start.
Yes, and
That's a 26.
that hits.
So that'll be 7 punch damage.
7 punch damage.
And then after
There's
doing
like a
those...
horrible ripple as the fist strikes in and like the
Ew.
flesh goes.
No, ew. Stop. I cast counter ripple. It doesn't.
It stops.
Could I very quickly retcon that and say it was a radiant punch from up here, since it's mechanically the same, but...
Yeah, you can speedy monk like run up that kind of like, that steep section of rocks up to that side bit. You see the other have Org javelins in hand, kind of surprised at you flying up and you blast it with some radiant light. Sure.
Sweet, cool. Just because the next thing I'm doing is I'm going to use a bonus action, and I am going to spend 5 key points on this.
Oh shit.
I am going to cast a 4th level Burning Hand.
Hell yeah.
Orog C, the Tiefling Sorcerer, and the Hill Giant, except I'm going to do cold damage instead.
Hell yeah. So what saves do they need to make?
So they need to make Burning Hands, a DC 14 dex save.
Alright. Making
6,
Orog, he
4,
fails.
5,
Tiefling Sword.
6d6 damage.
So he rolled a
Oh,
15, so
that's
it's
much
Tiefling saves, and Giant rolled a 9, so no. So only the Tiefling save, the other two don't.
20, 23. That is 23 cold damage, half to the...
Hell yeah. The Oregon in front of you gets covered in icicles, and a bunch of them break off, and he kind of begins to cower and shiver. Owie.
So that hits those
That
three.
was
Yeah.
23. So
And then Newt's going to jump back down, sort of by here, just like in the little crevice.
already, that Org will take a strike at you as you leave the space.
Go for it, why not?
You have that. Cool. They all freeze up. Org will take a punch at you because he's angry. That is a 17 to hit you.
Nope.
No, he fucking swings by with his axe and it sparks into the ground as you slip back down that slope into that kind of crux of that little indent in the hillside. Is that your goal?
Yes is my go.
Perfect. Riot is going to rush up in between you guys and is going to cast an Eldritch Blast. Kind of moves up to the side of the rocks, and his eyes go from blue to reddish black as he reaches forward and three. Is it 3? I think it's 3.
I little motherfucker.
Yeah. 3 rays of force energy fly from his hands. No. Well, you're the 7 highest. But these boys can see isn't great. So, actually, that only one of those hits. So he will do a little bit damage. 2 with that Hemlock. This large giant, you see the rippling of its skin and its flubber as it kind of is just getting up and is very, very confused and angry. It is your go. What would you like to do?
Is it still stunned?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to move away.
Okay.
And I'm going to get here and I'm going to, seeing Markos, I'm going to grab him by the shoulders and I'm going to kind of like shake him a little bit and say, and kind of take his hands and steady his hands. And say, look, we've gone through worse things than this. You can do this. And I'm going to take the help action for Markos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. And then bonus action, I will cast Shield of Faith on myself, and I'm going to move to here and eye up this monk down here, and that is
amazing. The tiefling Sork, frigid and cold and a little bit upset, is going to come to the edge of this little kind of cliffside. He's going to reach down, and with a staff in hand with a crystal at the end, reaches down and points it towards Markos and Hope. And he's going to cast a twinned witch bolt at the 2 of you. So at Hope, that's like a 7, so that won't hit you. Against Markos, I rolled a 3 and a 4, so 2 sparks of lightning fly from this staff and goes into the ground next to you.
You have to do better than that, sweetheart.
And he's going to step back out of sight over that lip. Maple.
Me!
You see all this happening, you see Hemlock backing off to one side, lightning striking down from above. It is your go.
Yeah. I am going to just look towards Markos, give him a nod, and then use my bonus action to hide.
Hell yes. There are people all over you, there are rocks and things everywhere plenty to hide behind.
That is a 18 to hide. And then I'm going to shoot my bow at the hungry boy.
Go for it. You have advantage.
Ooh. It's a good job I have advantage. Because I rolled a 19 and a 2.
Ooh. 19
so 19 will be like a 26.
Oh yeah.
That is going to be a total of 20 damage.
Oof. The arrow sinks in, and there's that kind of secondary force explosion within it, and there is a horrible, almost like a blister fills and explodes within its saggy flesh, and it roars in pain.
Cool. That's going to be my turn.
Beautiful. Ashura, flapping on your griffin above, you see all these things coming out of these kind of canvas hides in these hidden positions around your allies.
God.
What would you like to do?
God, he's gonna start turning around 5s, and as he's doing so, there's gonna be the griffin going around, and he's gonna cast it pattern as they see loads of in the sky on Orog, Kroner, Hungry Boy, Orog B, and Org Blade of Ileval.
How big's the area?
It's 30 feet radius, 30 feet cube. I think I'm good.
Yeah, that will done.
Yep.
Perfect.
Calculated before. So wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw. So for the Orogs, so that's a 3, Jesus Christ, and 13. So I think they both fail.
Okay.
I need a good. That bubbly icon will do. Bubbly icon. Tiefling Barb. He's gonna try and make a save. He rolled a 5. God damn it. Wait, maybe then. No, that's cool. Yeah, he's screwed. And then the Orc Blade of Ilneval. There are so many.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No. Lay it down. Oh, wisdom save. 3. put his dice on the floor, and he rolled a 10. All of them go kind of glazed over at the eyes and just kind of stare up and around them. Their arms go limp and slack around their weapons. That's back. Beautiful. They all are affected by that. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your dog?
They're all affected? Fuck yeah.
All four. The Hungry Boy didn't roll. Yeah. Hungry Boy rolled a 9, so he is also.
Oh my god!
Gooey brain.
Alright, he's gonna go to the other side here, tell to the group, don't fight those, they're confused. And look at Markos and say, come on buddy, you got it. And give him some bardic inspiration.
Hell yeah.
You got a D10, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Wow,
Flying
everyone's got
above
my back.
freezing half the battlefield. Amazing. Is there anything else that you'd like to do?
Nope. Thank you very much.
Beautiful. How high off the ground are you right now?
30 feet.
30 feet. Perfect. Do they make a save against Hemlock Ti'rel at the end of their go?
No, I
Or
don't
is it
think
just...
so. I'll check again, but I don't think.
Cool. Perfect.
No.
No? Alright.
I don't-
He
yeah.
is dazed. That is his go. Slip. What's he up to? Slip, seeing Hemlock, kind of eyeing him up a little bit, is going to start sprinting up along here towards you, Hemlock, and is going to punch you
Okay.
with his little red fists. Bandit Monk. First fire. That is a 12 to hit you on the first hit,
Misses.
and 13 on the second.
Misses.
Yeah, he will use
Not for punching.
he will use a bonus action to flurry of blows.
Oh.
Because Andrew might roll above a fucking 7. Who knows? No, that's a 1,
Andrew.
and that's a 15 to hit you. Does that hit?
Misses.
Fuck it. This
Thanks,
poor
Nick.
monk
Shoot.
runs up
Steal
and
the
like,
crate.
tries to like go for a punch, and as the last one, as a fucking haymaker comes around, there is just a gust of freezing wind, and he kind of covers his eyes and misses, and his cocky, sly grin goes to a face of kind of bashful embarrassment. As he
Hemlock
realizes
really
that
gave him the
he
slip.
sucks.
Um,
Oro, A and B are hypnotized. With that, Markos, you see a big bunch of these enemies in front of you, all kind of just go slack-jawed and dazed. It is your go. You have
Right,
part of it, you have help from Hemlock. What would you like to do?
So, feeling invigorated by my friends, I'm gonna pull up my rifle, aim it directly at Slip's forehead, and try and shoot that smug grin that was on his face further off his face.
Go for it. Make an attack. You have advantage.
So that's a natural 20 on the first one.
That just hits. Yeah.
And then the second one.
Die.
The second one is an
go
18
ahead
plus
and-
10.
Go ahead and roll damage for the first one.
Boy.
This boy
Fucking
gonna
hell.
I'm
die.
happy to keep
Oh
that
my
roll if you
God.
choose a second target, but roll damage for the first one.
Okay, I have an ally within 5 feet, so I get sneak
do.
attack.
Mm-hmm.
Can I bonus action Hunter's Mark him?
Yeah, go on.
Yes!
Yes.
So that's another d6.
God.
Mhm.
Oh my god. It might be worth roll 20. But that's gonna be a
No,
lot
it's
of
fine, I got it.
Okay.
6, 12, 17. He takes 22 points of damage. 21, sorry. 21 points of damage from the first shot.
He's still alive.
No! I forgot to double it! I forgot to double it! 17
Oh my
times
God.
2, 34, 38 points of damage. There we go.
This asshole fucking runs up towards Hemlock and he starts throwing these punches, and he looks like a fairly good boxer. But Hemlock at this point, you know, you've been in enough fights with monsters to aliens to dragons. You just like bat away with a stick. The wind from the Shield of Faith protects you, and you just like step back. And as this cocky grin begins to fade, there's just a of just viscera and mist, and there is a brief pause, and then his body just tumbles and falls
Actually,
into the thud.
before it does, I'm gonna grab it by the hand and say, "Not quite done yet," and I'm gonna use my fungal infestation to bring him back as a zombie.
The spores around you and like collect at the wound around this shattered head, and just flourish and grow and plume and this colourful display, and he stables himself and is under your command.
One
Sorry,
That was the turn.
you have
The
one
assistant
attack
lock.
left.
Yeah, so that was a 28. So that one's going to be directed at Orog C.
Orog C is actually up a 30-foot ledge and back somewhat. So I'm going to say from where
so
you
I
are right
can't-
now, you can't actually see them.
Okay. Can I see the hill giant enough? Because he's big.
I'm gonna say no. That is a 30-foot high ledge, and he's like
Yeah, and
15 or so
I'm
feet back.
at the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. In that case, I will shoot at Hungry Boy.
I'll remind you, you have been warned to not shoot him as he's like dazed and charmed. You can still shoot him if you want, but just be aware that that is an effect that you'll be breaking.
Literally the only target I have.
Yeah.
I
You
guess I can't
haven't
really
used
see past him.
movement yet.
Yeah, can you move
Yeah.
back and see them?
That's a good point. Yeah, could I get anywhere to see the guys on top of the ledge? I'm not affected by difficult terrain in the mountains, but I guess that doesn't really mean I can climb up a 30-foot thing and
Yeah. You can. I'll say you can try. You haven't actually seen. You've seen the sorcerer come to the edge and fire lightning down, but you haven't seen the other guys yet.
Yep.
So you can try and find an angle if you'd like, but no guarantees.
Okay, actually, I think in that case, all I'll do is I'll just move back here,
Okay.
and I'll shoot at... Can I see the Blade of Ilnaval?
Yeah. The hungry boy
Yeah.
is still like prone-ish. And so
Okay.
he's not like in the way. So you can see that guy.
So it's a shot at him, and that would have been a 28 to hit, because it was an 18 plus 10.
Sure. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
some damage.
Has
He has
taken
been
damage
hurt
already?
so far. He has, yes.
Excellent.
In the
So
lightning.
4 plus 3 is 7. I need to do that on my next turn with the Hunter's Mark, plus a d8. 4 is 11. 15 points of damage, piercing.
15 points of damage. He buckles at the pain as you blast, and it strikes at the upper arm, and there's an explosion of blood, and he goes, "Ugh, ugh," and sees the rest of his companions all still dazed from this hypnotic pattern, but he himself is no longer affected by it. Is there anything else you'd like to do to your own?
No, that's it, thanks.
Alright, with that, the Orogs at the top of this cliff are going to rush to the edge with their javelins raised. They are going to see who is a problem. You're a problem, to be honest, but they don't seem to go towards you.
No.
Orogs... come on, roll 20. You can do it. There we go. They are going to come and throw some javelins towards Newt. You have been blasting with cold. Some javelins come flying towards you. First one is
Bring it.
a 13 to hit. What?
No.
The second one flies next to you, and it's a natural 20.
Oh no!
That just about hits.
You take 7 to 11 points of piercing damage.
What do I though? ...
Unless.
Yeah, I'm gonna use deflect missiles, and I
Okay.
have. It's a D10, but I also have plus 14 to reduce the
Yeah,
damage.
you can't not
So
fully
like,
reduce it. You just catch this javelin.
it looks like it's about to hit Newt like right in the side of that. Sort of, just swipe it out of the air, and then like I'm gonna use a key point to throw it back because it's
Yeah.
cool as shit. Like
Yeah.
why would I not?
Yeah. Which one are you gonna aim at? C or D?
Which one throw it?
I'll say that D through this one, but C is more hurt.
I'll throw it at C then.
Go for it.
Let me just check how it works. So working my range attack 20 to 60 feet. It is a range of 20 to 60 feet, and since it's 30 feet up, this will be at disadvantage. But yeah. Yeesh. And I'm gonna use that inspiration.
Go for it.
So as far as inspiration works, oh wait, hold on, I misread this. Because inspiration gives you advantage, but I rolled with disadvantage and then so I guess.
If you just like wipe that, make a straight roll.
Okay, in that case I'll do that instead. But yeah, that is a 16 to hit.
16. Oh man. You throw it back, and it clangs off between the kind of scrap-built plate armor that all of these guys are wearing. It doesn't hit.
Damn. Bastard.
You've just given
With-
him his spear back.
I was like, it rounds up and does fall, clatters to
I
the ground
don't
next.
want it.
With that, Hungry Boy, he is no longer stunned, but he is still dazed from hit with the pattern, so that's his go.
Dazed and
Markos,
confused.
you hear a phrase.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
That is confusing, and for a second you're not sure if you've misheard it. You hear a cry go, and your translation is belly flop? And there's a oh no! The other kill giant jumps off the ledge, and just you see it like it blocks out the sun. This gluttonous, massive, rippling giant. And he rolls an attack. Hey, I rolled a 14, so that is a 22 to hit you.
Oh my god.
You take. 10, 14, 20. You take 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
You count as grappled.
No, as that happens, Hope looks over her shoulder and is like, honey, have some decorum, and I'm going to try Hope's cold shoulder him.
Okay, go for it. He needs to make a save.
He makes a con save.
Con save for Big Boy. I rolled a 14, so that is an 18 con save.
Oh, I can't bend luck because cold shoulder's a reaction. He just makes it. Just.
Like, the ice goes
I
into
mean,
build.
he takes a bit of damage.
Perfect, go for it.
He doesn't take a bit, he takes it's fine. Whatever half of that is. It takes half of that.
6.
But a bunch of icicles begin to build on him, but at this point he's already kind of like tripping over the edge of the rock and begins plummeting towards you, Markos. Take that 25 points of damage. You are grappled and prone as this giant belly flops on top of you and lands on you.
I don't like this.
It's not very
I
fun,
don't like
to be honest. It kind of blows.
It
Your body
fucking
is like-
sucks, man.
You see like white stars dance behind your eyes as that pain rocks through you, and you look up and there's just a mountain of flesh and blubber weighing you to the ground. With that, Hope, you hear this. You swip around and throw those icicles towards it, and it does take that damage as you'll go. What would you like, Toto?
I'm going to
It's go frozen.
Oh, super speed Hope.
Oh.
Oh. Speed was really nice.
You're back.
Oh,
There we
you
go.
got-
and then after I cast Hope's cold shoulder, after I cast Beacon of Hope, I'm going to move myself 30 feet.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Like, I'm clinging to the edge. I wasn't
Yeah.
intending to imply that I'd gone up. So I'm
Yeah.
just going to move around the stunned boy. And then up. Because Beacon of Hope is. So this was a question I wanted to ask you at the top of my turn, but I froze. Because Beacon of Hope is cast through the sword and it doesn't use a spell slot, can I then quicken spell a slotted spell? Or would I just have to quicken spell a cantrip?
I'll say yeah. No, you can quick and spell something else.
Okay, can these 3 make dex saves for me as a streak of red light comes from the end of my fan and up to the top up here?
They can try. Orog, C rolled garbage.
And I'm casting this at 4th level. It's fireball.
Oh,
A 9, and the sorcerer rolled an 18 plus 1. So the sorcerer got a 19. The other 2
sorcerer
failed.
passes, so we'll take half damage.
Go ahead and roll some flames.
There you go.
Ooh,
36.
36. Orog C.
Damn.
Oh,
Newt,
and
you get shouted-
I rolled a 2, which is a wild magic surge because I went up to a 2 on Hope's Gold Soldier. So problem.
Beautiful. Newt, you get shouted by bits of flaky Orog.
The
The
javelin
other
was a
Orog,
distraction all
like,
along.
cries out in pain, like drops his axe, he's like patting burning patches of flesh. The sorcerer, even though he made the save, is just he melts. Yeah. Oh no, no, he doesn't. He's a tiefling. He's resistant to fire damage, so that actually just about doesn't kill him. No, he's saved and is resistant and is like very low.
Shit.
Explosion of flames. You hear the cries of pain. Hope. Is there anything else that you'd like to do?
I rolled an 88 on my wild magic. That's what I'd like to do.
88. Perfect.
I've done all my other ghosts.
I'm trying to remember where my player's handbook is. I have a billion.
I know you usually look it up for me. I'm happy to look it up for you and take that pressure off you, Andrew.
In this moment, yes, please.
Yeah, okay. So, hi everyone. I will narrate my wild magic this time, I guess. Oh, fuck. Andrew, you need to select a random creature within 60 feet of me.
Is that basically everyone?
No, one. Like, pick one random creature within 60 feet of me.
Oh boy, that could be
How many are there? Shall I roll a dice for this?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm gonna just say roll a d20.
Yeah, okay. It was a 10.
10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You can do.
You target Krona, the tiefling barbarian. The green dot guy.
I've cast fly on him.
Oh god, a flying barbarian.
He drifts ever so slightly, but is still hypnotic patterned.
Oh no, what if he floats at the hypnotic pattern?
He's just kind of flying, just like Here's the flying.
Like wow, it's like I'm on a cloud.
And that's the end of your
high right now.
Lady Summerhold. Is that right?
Physically and mentally.
Yes.
Perfect. The boss orc is actually no longer garbled in brain.
We'll take him out. How intelligent is he, Andrew?
He is going to. Where are his allies? He's going to run. I can't quite get out there. He's going to run to alongside Hungry Boy. And is going to actually run down to Hope because that fireball is big if he knows what that is. He's going to throw one attack towards you, my lady, with a long sword that comes swinging down at great pace with a dirty 20 in one hand. So, 5. Take 8 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
And he will throw a slash towards the big, dumb. Hungry
Can
boy.
I try and Hope's Cold Shoulder him actually?
Oh
wait, I can only do that on allies. Never mind, ignore me.
Can I tempo shunt him as he attacks the giant?
You certainly
Oh,
can
and
try.
not as he attacks me, rude.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Alex loves the giants. Ashura loves the giants more than he loves Hope. It's confirmed.
No, wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw.
That was a more tactical move. Sorry.
I rolled a 15 plus 3, that's an 18 on the save.
He makes it. Bastard.
How much does he make it by?
3. It's 15.
Okay, I'll bend luck.
Oh, yeah.
He's still passed. I'm sorry, I only rolled a 3. I didn't roll a 4.
No, it's fine. Thank you for using that.
No worries.
Alrighty. He'll still try and swing. He does hit, so he takes some. I got some water in my throat. I can't speak. Oh.
Yeah, I know. I never landed it. I never landed.
I'm good. Alright. So, boy is a bit hurt, but is no longer dazed. And will use Elnaval's command to make 3 allies within range of him make 1 weapon attack. Now that he is no longer stunned, he will make Hungry Boy hit Newt because I'm sorry, Newt, you're there.
No.
shouldn't have woken up the Blady boy.
It's alright.
No, it's cool because there was nothing else to do. But maybe, yeah. No, it was a good move.
No, you were kind of like sliding down this slope and throwing javelins back like a badass, and then you feel like big hand grab your leg, and a pair of big, gnarled, rotted teeth come towards your leg, and does a 21 to hit you.
Ah, just about.
3, 6, 5. You take 5, 9, 14 points of piercing damage,
Ow.
and he regains as much.
How does he regain that?
Magic.
Warforged?
He nibbles you, and it's magic. The hill giant is going to strike at Markos because it has you pinned. But he rolled absolute garbage. But the Orog is going to throw its second javelin at Hemlock because you have a zombie friend that wasn't done. But that is like an 11 to hit you.
Nope.
Because I can't roll higher than a 10. That is his go. Newt. You feel the teeth bite into your leg, and you feel that pain. You pull it out of his reach. It is your go.
I mean, it's gonna get punched. Like, I don't know what else to tell you here. So Newt's just gonna, after getting bit, bring a fist around, try and clock him one. That's a nat 1, so definitely not on that first attack. But the second attack, I'm not going to use that dice, that just rolled a nat 1. Second attack, though, is a nat 20. So,
Hell yeah.
that kind of makes up for it. It will take... It will... Ooh! Double 60, baby! Ooh! 15 damage of the punchy kind.
Damn, Zor.
Ooh.
Smack him real good.
Smack him so good. So
He
good.
kind of looks a bit dazed again, the same way he did when he broke out that hamster ball.
Newt is going to then run around to here, just like the other side of him.
Yep.
Is going to turn to this bladed fucker in front. I don't know his name. Too low int to no names. And it's going to be like, hey, why don't you try and take me on instead? And I'm going to use bonus action to dodge.
Okay. And is that the end of your go?
That's my end of my go.
Right.
Just like, bring it up, bitch.
Pariah is going to run over towards you, Markos.
Should forget about Pariah.
Grab hold of your arms and is going to try and pull you out. With his big, strong arm. Oh, hell yeah, he rolled a 19. You feel him and you like grab hold of his arms as well, and he heaves and pulls you out from underneath this giant. And you'll then use a bonus action to do nothing. No, he'll cast Hex on the hill giant. He'll cast Hex on that boy.
Hexy.
And kind of stand alongside you, and he'll draw his rapier, which you see kind of reflects sunlight that seems brighter than the average reflection around here. It seems to emanate its own light somehow.
So
With that,
I'm no longer grappled.
Yeah.
You are no longer grappled. You're still prone, but you're not grappled.
Okay, I rolled a con save, by the way, on my Hunter's Mark and failed it, so that's gone.
Okay, good to know. Hemlock, a zombie stands at your hip. It is your go. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna reach my hand out towards that hill giant. Can he make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, probably not. No. I rolled a 16. So 15.
Nah, he's a mouse now.
Hell yeah.
And I'm just gonna yell, Maple!
There's no mouse icon. What do I do? Oh yes, maybe there is.
Look! And he blunks onto the ground with his mouse just there. Amazing. Anything else for you go?
I think I'm gonna move a little further in,
Okay.
away from the cliff, and then my zombie goes immediately after me. and is going to. Yeah, gonna go and take a stab at Giant Boy.
Go for it.
Take a
Make
punch at Giant Boy. Let me
Have
get
you got a
my-
zombie step block there?
I do, yes.
Wonderful.
That's a 5.
Wow, even in death, just
Swings out
fucking
towards him.
sucks.
And like he hits him, but in like a flabby area where there's no actual like muscle
Yeah.
or bone to impact.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah,
whole like slapping sound.
that I think is my turn.
Wonderful. With that, Canny, the tiefling sorcerer, is going to run like underneath you, Ashura, and
Yeah.
seeing that it is your spell that is causing his allies such an issue, he's going to reach up with his staff, and there is another crackling of lightning, and he will use
Oh.
another twinned witch bolt against you and Snow.
No, that's
One bolt
mean.
going to- I know it is. So the first one's for Snow. He rolled a 3 plus 5, so an 8. Probably doesn't hit the Griffin. But
Nope.
second one's for you. He rolled a 6, so an 11 to hit you.
Nope. Too good. I'm just like
Okay.
dodging in the air.
He stomps the ground as these lightning bolts arc up towards you, missing, and like a feather gets singed and nothing else, and he's very annoyed.
He doesn't turn.
The sorcerer's twin spelled twice and missed all 4 attacks that they've made.
Yes, accurate. He has achieved absolutely nothing. He is going to back off a little bit that way.
Shame for Andrew.
Maple.
Hey.
It's your go. What would you like to do?
Am I right in thinking this little edge bit where it says 200 feet?
Mhm.
Is that like a cliff edge that's like straight?
Mm-hmm.
And it goes down into just
Oh,
like
yeah.
a ravine or
Yeet.
whatever. Cool, I'm gonna pick up the mouse.
Throw it!
And I'm gonna throw him over the cliff.
Just for the lols, make me an athletics check.
Sure.
Come on, please.
That's a 12 plus 12, so 24
Yeah.
to throw a mouse.
Just a little. You pick it up, like toss it down, like I've done this 1,000 times, and then it's like. Is there anything else you'd like to go?
Is that my turn? I assume.
I'll say that's like an attack.
Okay.
It's worth some stuff. So
Okay, sure. Jesus.
It's a ranged improvised weapon attack.
The ranged
I
improvised
want to delete him because he's not coming back.
When it's gonna fall, it's gonna be a ratatouille. Wow.
And this guy is
He's the top of that
or be
little
on
cliff.
top of the cliff.
Yes.
Okay, in which case I'm going to take my bow out and shoot him, please.
Oh
Oh no, wait, if I've used my attack to throw the thing, then fuck. I'll just bonus action hide.
Perfect.
Sure.
Sure. Hold something.
Yeah, fucking 17.
17. Cool. You slip behind a rock and are fairly sure that if any of them, not many of them, seen you. With that, Ashura, the flapping of the wings of Snow beneath you keeps you aloft as these arcs of lightning streak past you. You see this little tiefling down at the bottom, like stomp the ground with a frustrated look. What would you like to do?
Snow and I are gonna go screaming down on Kenny the Tiefling Sorcerer,
Go for it.
and he's gonna take his sword out, because, and go and try to as he goes down with Snow. And I think is Snow in my turn too?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go first, just in case I roll in at 20 seconds. Because that's how luck works. First attack, I mean only a. That's a 5 plus 6. That's 11.
11 just misses.
Just
steps
misses.
back.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, his AC is 12.
Okay. Cool. And Snow is gonna go for his multi-attack beak and claw.
Go for it.
I'm gonna roll first attack beak. That's 16 plus 6.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, cool. That's 5 damage. And second attack, that's 13 plus 6. That hits too, I'm guessing, Andrew. And
Yeah.
that's where's the second d6? Oh shit, that's 15
15.
damage on the
You
claw.
dive bomb down on this griffin. You strike out with the sword, and he kind of like stumbles backwards, dodging the blade, but he kind of trips over backwards and like leaning back onto a rock. a claw just pins him down and stabs through the leather and into his flesh, and the beak just takes his upper shoulder and just tears it off. Like one arm goes flying, like Maple and Hemlock. There's like a and he is
Yeah.
distanced.
That's my turn.
Being disarmed.
Beautiful. He he is out
Actually,
of
Andrew,
the running.
I had a bonus action. And he's gonna scream. I know it's 30 feet. There's no one in 30 feet. It's fine. It's cool.
Perfect. They're still in the hypnotic pattern. There's not a lot they can do about it. That's their life now. And that's all of all those 3 people in a clump. That's their turn, and they're all in that. Markos. As we discussed last time, your
Bonus action reload.
To reload.
Perfect. Bonus action reload. Not gonna bother getting up.
Okay.
Instead, what I'm gonna do is aim between Pariah, Maple, Hemlock, and Newt's legs. just so I can.
just
I've
like
got sharpshooter.
starfish.
I got sharpshooter. I can ignore cover.
We all just go.
And try and hit the blade of Ilnaval right in the nuts.
Go for it. Are you using sharpshooter on this attack?
I am.
You are. Good to
Yes.
know.
Use your bardic inspiration.
I will use my bardic inspiration. It's a D10, right?
It's a D10, buddy.
Cool.
Oh,
Using it.
nice.
That's a 24 to hit.
24
First one?
absolutely hits.
Cool.
Yeah.
He has been hurt before,
Excellent. And he is within 5 feet of an ally.
and he is.
Oh my
god.
Uh-oh.
That is 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 1. I rolled like ass. That's 3 1s and a 2. So that's 5 plus 2d4 again. Wow, another 2 1s.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
7, 17, 21 points of damage to his nuts. 21
His
points of
nuts
damage,
are
and I
gone.
rolled all 1s and 1 2.
Oh, man.
Did you add the +10?
Yes.
Okay.
And then the second attack is also so the first one was his left nut. This one's his right nut.
Perfect, yeah. Like in that game Sniper Elite, you get like the slow
Yeah,
motion zoom shot.
Exactly.
Exactly what I was
24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, another 24. Nice. This one without the inspiration though. So that's just 44 plus 4. Oh, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. So it's
Maybe 4.
20.
Oh man.
Oh no, sorry,
Yeah,
30. Because sharpshooter.
God damn. like the first shot goes through Pariah and Maple and Hemlock and Newt's ass cheeks jiggle physics out of the way. Like the bullet goes through the nut, but like cracks open like his left femur, and he drops to the ground onto one knee, and you just see like the torso and head come into view from your position. Click reload of the next round, and it just like brings him down into sight and just hits him like a freight train. And he goes like rolling onto the ground next to Hope, and is very deceased.
And then I get up.
Okay.
Wow, I just did. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of
That is
damage.
Sharpshooter comes in big
Yeah.
with a range of
47 nutsack damage.
Is there anything else I'd like to do?
No, that's me done.
Alrighty. Orog Boy. What's Orog Boy gonna do? He hasn't got an awful lot that he can do. He's gonna use his aggressive feat to reach behind the side of the cliff and pull out a rope. And moves a bonus action to move half his movement towards an enemy. Rappels down like a boss and is going to run towards Hemlock and is going to try and just kick you. So Hemlock, do you want to make an athletics check for me?
Can I make that with disadvantage because because of the staff? Because I don't think there's a that's not. Yeah.
Happy for you to do that.
One of those is a nat 20 and the other's an 11. So
He rolled an 11. Reroll.
okay. Natural 1.
He rolled a 2.
To be fair, mine is natural 1 minus 1, so 0.
His is +4.
Oh,
He repels down, runs towards you, and seeing you turn his giant ally into a mouse, just comes with a square Sparta kick, and you fall.
Mm-hmm.
There's a brief pause of falling before you into the ground. Can you make a dexterity saving throw for me to deal with that?
Deal with it.
Natural 20!
Fuck yeah, you half that, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty.
As you crunch on the rock, but you manage to brace yourself fairly well. You stop the whiplash and you don't hit your head. He will then look towards you, Maple, a horrible, angry, angry face that you're very familiar with pulling yourself, as he pulls a great axe from his back and he's going to swing it down toward this little short,
Come at me, bitch.
tiny little gnome.
Dude.
15 plus 6? Yeah, 6. So 22 to hit you.
That'll hit me.
And you take. Oh, okay. Damn it, man! Roll damage. 8. You take 12 points of slashing damage from his axe.
Oh no.
That is his go. Hungry boy. It's hungry boy's go. I actually have to roll to see what he does.
Yeah, he's waking up.
So in that case, Markos, could you roll a d10 for me?
I can indeed. Oh, I dropped it. I can't roll on. I'll use a different one. That is a 6.
6. What's he gonna do? Damn, that's like the best one you could have rolled, for you guys. He will make 1 bite attack against Newt, and that's it.
It's not the best for me.
6.
Yeah.
The 14 to hit you, Newt.
I mean, it doesn't hit, but he also had disadvantage dodging.
Oh, because you're dodging as well, yeah.
But it doesn't hit anyway.
Yeah, on a 6 or a 7, he makes 1 attack with its bite against a creature in range. If no creature is within range, its eyes close over and it is stunned until the start of its next turn. So good job, Markos. It lunges towards you, Newt, but seems dazed and starved and hungry and kind of just confused. With that, Lady Summerhold, the orc next to you, gets blasted by bullets from a long rifle. It is your go. What would you like to do?
Hemlock's down the cliff, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Hope rolls her eyes and I'll come get you, and I'll do my wings, and my big beautiful golden dragon / angel wings pop out, and I'm gonna fly down, and then I've not got heaps of movement, so I can put us both standing back on the edge of this bit.
Perfect.
But I'll make sure you stand in front of me so that you're not at risk of being pushed off the cliff again. Not between me and the Orog. Yeah. I don't want to do that. That's kind of mean. And then I'm going to quicken spell a 3rd level magic missile into Orog D.
Go for it. Roll
So
some damage.
5d4 plus 4, I think. No, plus 5 even. 17.
17. He swings his axe down towards Maple just as you guys are kind of flapping back up to this ledge with your golden wings and your horned halo glowing in this kind of morning light. You reach forward as he's bringing his axe back for a second time, and they just go and this orc just it's like when Newt punches someone over and over again, and it's just and it just collapses into the ground. Blood seeping from miscellaneous wounds. Yeah, the ground and your feet, Maple. Lady Summerhold, is there anything else you'd like to do?
There's nothing else I can do. That was a bonus action movement and action.
May I use a reaction when he falls, please?
You may.
He's within 10 feet of me, and all the holes from the magic missile fill up with wonderful mushrooms as he stands back up as a 1 hit point zombie.
And
God, our magic looks so good together.
You work so
Can I high five you?
Yeah, I'll high five you. I kind of high five and I'm like, ow!
High five is a free action, right?
Yeah. With that, Newt, you definitely dodge out of the way of these hungry teeth coming towards you from this raging, confused, hungry boy. It is your go. What would you like to do?
Alrighty. Newt, surprisingly, gonna punch. There's not really much else to do. So I'm gonna try and punch this big boy just after he misses the bite. First one's an 18.
That definitely hits.
And that is 6 damage.
6 damage.
Next
There's a
attack.
wobble and an ow.
Next attack is a 24 to hit. And that
Also
is...
hits.
Ooh, that's 8 damage. Is it
Damn.
still standing?
There's another wobble and a it is, yes.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to use a bonus action to just do one more punch against it. No flurry of blows, just blow. That's a nat one. So no.
Alright.
I'm confused by the jiggle.
You're punching into this. Yeah, like you're punching into this enormous just mountain of flesh, and you're confident these punches are landing, but this thing is big and chunky and doesn't seem to care that much. Is there anything else like to do, Hugo?
I'm gonna quickly move around to just like back to by here again. Just get
Sure.
that angle. I'm just gonna turn around to just basically everyone behind him, and just be like, "Nice job, everyone."
Good
Like,
job,
fuck.
guys.
Yeah. With that, Sweet Boy Pariah is going to he's just gonna run up and try and get like past you guys and start. He'll dash to get kind of up towards these boys in case they start fighting at some point again. But that's all he's gonna do. With that Hemlock, you have another zombie under your control.
Yes.
You feel that connection, that network begin to grow, and your consciousness almost begins to leak into these other two bodies now under your sway.
Mhm.
What would you like to do?
I am going to cast.
Mm-hmm.
Won't be fun. Nah, we're gonna kill him. No, I'm gonna cast. I've lost the spell. I found the spell. Can Hungry Boy please make a con save?
Oh, we can try. Roll a 5, so that's a 9.
No, he is going to take. I'm gonna roll this in. Roll 20. I'm gonna hold out my hand and cast Blight on him.
Oh no.
He takes this damage. That.
Ow.
He takes 38 points of necrotic damage.
You reach forward, now feeling these spores now having done their job with these corpses. You focus them once more towards this large foe that's been raging and biting and attacking your friends and allies and has crushed this beautiful remnant petrified couple. And you just feel energy flow into your own hand, and you see its wrinkled, slightly sweat-covered skin just dry and crumple and begin to just like you see like it kind of just stops its flailing, and you just see a section of torso just collapse inwards, and you see on the inside like a grove of fungus, and it drops to the ground. Hella dead.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And I think that's gonna be my turn. I don't
Beautiful.
have. Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of get these two orcs to kind of move over to. They I don't know how far. Hang on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. They're 30. And 5, 10, 15. Moving to like either sides of Pariah, just waiting if they need to be there.
I will delete Hungry Boy because he's kind of taking up a lot of
He's
space
in
on
the
map.
way.
Ashura, what is the duration of Hypnotic Pattern?
1 minute.
1 minute. So I'll say like a few rounds have gone by, but if you guys wanted to just leave, you could.
2 rounds have gone by.
So Maple, it's your go,
Mm-hmm.
but just bear in mind that you do have like I'll say like another 30 seconds odd, probably a bit more,
Yeah.
of these guys just who can't do anything unless you hit. So just bear that in mind. With that being kind of the status at the moment.
I mean, what else are we gonna do though?
Get
It's
them
your go.
away.
What would you like to do?
I mean, I'm gonna come over to here.
Mhm.
So there's 1 tiefling and 2 Orog, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
While they're in this Ashura, do they count? What do they count as in terms of like conditions and stuff?
They're incapacitated. And I think charm. I don't know. Charm. I can't say that word.
I believe they are charmed and incapacitated.
Yeah.
Charm and incapacitated. I'm so good. And
So
speed
does
is
that offer
0.
advantage against?
No. Charm. So incapacitated.
Incapacitated is advantage for attack.
Incapacitated is not advantage.
Creature
Actually.
can't take action or reaction.
Is it
I'll
not?
just not do actions.
So I'm reading it, and then the charm creature can't attack the charmer with or can't target the charmer, and the charmer has advantage on check to. But yeah,
Alex,
incapacitated.
you're cutting out quite a bit.
Sorry.
Your microphone is cutting out quite a bit.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, incapacitated doesn't grant advantage. I don't think
Right.
it's just they can't take actions or reactions.
I'm thinking of paralyzed.
Okay, they're busy. So Maple, it is your go.
Yeah, I'm going to once again bonus action hide.
Okay.
Yeah, fucking 21.
Okay. You are fairly confident these very distracted boys do not see you.
And I'm gonna shoot the tiefling.
Where you are currently, with a 10-foot kind of cliff.
Oh shit, there's a 10-foot ledge there.
Currently, you can see Orogby.
Oh, okay. I'll just shoot him then.
Go for it.
Do I have any advantage because I'm hiding?
Because you're hidden, yes, you do.
Natural 20!
That just hits.
Baby.
Go ahead and roll some
Nice.
crit sneak attack bullshit.
Oh god.
Oh, this poor boy.
It's gonna be like, I've broken the distraction.
That laugh.
It's
Fucking hell.
evil.
Scary.
That's gonna be 47 damage.
Right. You
I rolled a decent amount of sixes.
You hide, and you see this Orog, like he's gazing around himself a little bit, kind of slack jaw, his weapons like dangling to his side. It's like sleep behind a rock, take your time, breathe, and your arrow just carves like center chest, like in like under the armpit, and there's just a with like the chest just like it's like he with a sharp intake of breath as it goes. Would you like to?
I would like to travel to him, please.
There is a rush of wind and energy as Maple just teleports and appears feet on the chest of this tall, strong, muscular orc, bow in hand.
Can I see this
falling.
other one?
Yes, you can.
Cool. I'm gonna make an attack on him.
Go for it.
I assume I don't have advantage this time.
Not on this one, no.
That's gonna be 17.
17 just misses.
Oh fuck!
The arrow kind of strikes true for what would be a really good like back of the neck shot, but kind of to your surprise, all of these orcs are wearing this kind of plate mail armor, and there is a plate up in the way that kind of pings off into the rocks. You drop to your feet beside this falling orc as the one that you just slay slumps into the ground. So anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
Beautiful. Ashura, your griffin's beak and claws dripping in the blood of this tiefling. He has fallen.
We didn't need to kill. Okay, well we're killing them. He's gonna walk to Chrono the Tiefling Bard with Snow. Study buddy. And stab him with sword.
Go for it. Roll an attack.
Andrew, since Snow is with me, do I get advantage?
No.
Oh yeah, no, of course, that's not how it works. It's stupid. But he's incapacitated, but I don't get advantage. Well, he's not moving though. Fucking hell. That's broken. That's a nat 20. Oh fuck. Oh.
Oh boy.
God
Alright.
damn, we're rolling good.
No, I got lucky on that one. That's 26. I guess it hits.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go. He's charmed. You get advantage. Maybe. That didn't help. And I'm gonna put some
Some psychic blades.
Psychic blades. So I'm gonna roll everything. Puke. It's too long. Sorry.
Boy.
10 plus 5.
This is gonna be unpleasant for this boy.
This is gonna hurt.
It's 23. It's not that much. Plus 23 plus 2. So 25.
You said it was a nat 20, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Crit.
Sorry. So that's 46 plus 2.
Shit.
So that's 48. My bad. My bad.
Wait, no.
Wasn't it a crit? Yeah.
What the fuck? He's actually not quite dead.
Okay.
You slash forth, and it cuts right through the leather hide armor of this guy, and you feel like Kithanzara. You hear Kithala.
Yeah.
Powerful
Yeah,
lady
really
names with K's in them.
Yes,
There is a sigh, but this time not of exasperation, but of relief and of almost pleasure as you carve through flesh with this blade.
Snow will finish him with 1 big attack and 9. Yeah. What's up?
Do you have another attack, Mr. Bard Boy?
No, I don't. I only have 1 attack. I'm a bard.
Okay. Is it Snow going for the
Yes.
finisher?
Yeah.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll some
So
attacks.
9 plus 6. That's 15. Does that hit?
That does not hit.
Okay, so none of the 2 hits. He misses both.
No, wait. I think I might be wrong. I was looking at one of my 16 attack box. His AC is 14. They do hit.
One of them hits then. It's only the big attacks.
Okay.
That's that's an 8. 8 plus 4. That's 12 damage. And a big
That
attack.
is
Yeah.
just enough as the tiefling kind of is shaken out of that daze with the hypnotic pattern of you slashing across. The beak comes forward and grasps hold of it, and kind of there's a shake as he gets wriggled by the beak and goes limp in his mouth grasp. Is there anything else that you'd like to do, Yurgul?
No, that's it.
Alrighty, with that, that guy's dead. And that guy's still charmed. Markos, it is over to you.
I'm gonna still kind of running on a bit of a adrenaline rush. Get right up to Hope, and can I just about see him?
I'll say at that distance, yeah. You like the angle up that kind of short ledge.
Yeah, like this bit here is like a ramp anyway, isn't it? So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. 2 shots at Orogay.
Go for it.
Both sharpshooter. The first one's a natural 20.
That just hits.
We be rolling nat 20s
Can I just roll
today,
the
lads.
damage first? That is 5 plus 7 is 11. Has he already taken damage?
This one has not, no.
Okay, so that's 11. Doubled is 22. Plus 14 is 36.
There's an explosion of pink and a roar of pain as he kind of crumples to one knee, the charm wearing off as he looks around panicked as the last charmed individual is no longer under your spell, Mr. Ashura. But he's still alive.
Still standing. Okay.
Yeah, boy.
Second shot.
Oh dear.
Oh, this one's not so good. That's a 16.
16 misses.
Pings off his armor. I
Yeah,
reload.
he's just kind of gaining that awareness of himself, and he kind of sees you in the glint of your scope and raises an armored arm in the way, and it pings off as a ricochet. That's a dead one. Hope. You have delivered Hemlock to the ledge safely. Your wings are out. What would you like to do?
I'd like to kick off the ground, fly up to where I can get a good view of everything, and I don't know. I don't want to fucking burn a load of spell slots. Who knows what we encounter in the rest of this day? I'll just use the first level magic missile on the chap.
Go for it.
Five.
First level magic missile has 3 darts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, please don't copy and paste the entire mount rules in the chat when I'm rolling.
Sorry.
9.
9.
Um,
The magic missiles fly down to this last one, and you see there's this... Looking around, kind of now shaken out of his charm, he looks around and seeing all of his allies fallen or raised. And there is a brief moment of panic and of fear before these blasts of golden light strike him down and put him out of whatever regrets he was just having. And he slumps to the ground, and this ambush of a small army now lies quiet all around you. And the mountainside falls quiet.
Victory. Well,
Do you mind if
Man,
we take
you
just
guys handled that.
that was
Jeez.
310 exactly.
Can we take just a
Good
little,
job, guys.
little bit of time? I got sat on by a sweaty giant and I'm kind of a little bruised.
That must not have felt very good.
I wouldn't mind taking an hour to just have a bit of rest.
Alrighty. As you hear your various snacks come out, as you take a seat in the kind of clearest space you can find around this area, take a moment to let your heart rates drop, tend to your wounds. There's a from above, as that same white feathered vulture begins to descend and begins to feed off of that which you have left. Go ahead and roll your hit dice and your short resting things. Is there anything else you wish to do during this short rest?
I would like to have just a quick look around the people who just fucked up, see if there's anything interesting on them.
I will
Okay.
help out with that.
Go make some investigation checks.
You want to look, and I will help you.
Okay.
I feel like
Go
you're
for
kind
it.
of like, you do that thing where you like kind of look a little bit, and then when someone more confident comes along, we'll go, yeah, you can.
That's a 17.
17. Alright, I'll get that in just 1 second. Hope.
Yeah, like directly after the fight, because my wings are still out. I want to fly down as far down I can get within a minute and safely get back up and just see what the giant's doing at the bottom.
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. That one.
That one, you don't see it. Either it's quiet, or it's ambled off, or it's... You can't seem to keep track of it. Either way, you are fairly confident that it would take a very long time for it to get back here by walking up and around. So, in whatever way it is out of your way. Hemlock and New, as you begin scouring, this appears to be an ambush party. This is not them carrying all of their equipment and things. They have a wide array of very kind of a hodgepodge mixture of great axes and javelins. A few of them have like side daggers. I'll say the one thing that does stand out to you as different is the tiefling guy that was killed by the griffin. The tiefling barbarian dude had a very large greatsword that appears to be of a black steel, has like a kind of like almost like jagged, almost like spikes on the trailing edge, and seems to be a little bit fancier than the rest.
Well, I'm not exactly a sword user. If anyone else would. Can maybe Ashura?
Yeah?
Do you want to have a look at this thing? See if it's special?
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm gonna put my cast detect magic a little faster for all the things.
Sure. As you cast detect magic, kind of that in conjunction as well with Hemlock's little walk around of where the different packs and things were. The soil is magical. You do also find a small ping of evocation coming up from like one of the hidden like canvas covers, and it's easy enough within there you find like a pack that has like some fresh meats, a very familiar sight to Maple's bag. but there are also 2 kind of grimy vials of reddish liquid, which look pretty similar to regular healing potions.
Ooh,
Oh.
potions. And the sword, Andrew? Black sword?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appears magical.
Cool.
What kind of sword is it?
It's a great sword.
Can I cast identification as
It
after that?
is a +2 greatsword.
Hey,
Nothing overly fancy, but it's
a cool.
a nice good sword.
Anyone here a great sword user?
I don't think I can physically wield that.
It's quite
Wait,
big.
how many times is it your size? Twice, huh? Okay.
I mean, yeah,
than that.
I'm 3'4", so it's definitely like
Like
2.5 maples long.
Yeah.
Like it's just...
Just kind of looks towards Maple's like rippling fucking muscle.
Ooh. Maple's
I think
19.
you might. You probably could.
Probably
I
could.
mean,
She probably could
we
swing it.
Give it a shot.
could put it in the bag of holding and sell it if no one wants it.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
like a great idea.
Just make sure to
Just chuck it in.
wrap it first.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cover the
Hope,
blade.
did you see anything of that mouse giant?
Nope.
Wait,
I think it's probably gone.
wait, was there a giant mouse as well?
No, I there was a giant and I made it a mouse.
Oh.
And then Maple threw it off a cliff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, alright.
Very adeptly. You particularly used to pitching rodents.
I mean, sometimes we throw them when we're hunting bigger stuff.
Like bait
Try and-
mice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You yeet bait mice.
I yeet bait mice at like mountain leopards.
That was a
Sounds yeah, so
genius plan, by the way, you two.
I'm glad it worked. We should keep that one in mind.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
If you want to
So
get something out of the way.
Mm.
Yeah.
If you have a cliff nearby,
Just
go nuts.
I did think about making it a frog, but I felt more bad about throwing a frog off a cliff than a mouse.
Yeah, I would have felt bad about that.
Yeah.
What do you think happens if we put like whatever? If it's a mouse and
Oh,
You
just
cut out there.
Put it in the bag of
Ah.
holding?
Well,
if we
it
put it in
only
the bag of holding, yeah.
it only lasts an hour when I'm concentrating on it, so it might just turn back into what it is inside the bag, and that sounds bad.
Yeah, that's a
I
bad
also
idea.
don't know how much air is in there.
Yeah,
No.
so he'll
do you
turn
just
back?
suffocate before.
Okay, but why would we even think about putting a mouse that could turn into a giant into a...
I don't. Why would we think about that, Ashura?
I don't know. It's a great like a gift, and we run away. Who knows? I don't know.
Anyway.
Sure, I mean this in the nicest way. Are you okay?
Yeah. No, it was a good idea. Just Hey.
You
First
thought
get
you
it out
thought
of the
Hemlock
way.
was talking about a giant mouse 2 seconds ago, New. I don't think people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Okay, I don't understand magic though. I think that's what I'm saying. Ashura's talking about putting a mouse that he knows is a giant, but it's a mouse.
yeah,
into a
buddy. Whatever
bag.
you
Just
say. And I pat you on the back.
how many healing potions did you say there were, Andrew?
Two regular
Do you want-
healing potions.
Do you want me to hold on to those ones, lads? or do we want to distribute? I have 2 already, so I don't mind them going out to other people.
Okay, who's
I would
choosing
like
them?
one.
Which 2 people want them?
I'll take one.
Newt
Because
takes one.
I've got one on me, so I'm fine.
I say Ashura take one, because although Markos took damage in that fight, Markos doesn't do damage.
Yes.
No, and then I also have 4 potions already.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
you went to the
So,
the place.
I got a few, and then we only ended up using a couple for the dragon. So
Would you, some of you strong ones, mind helping me get some of these orcs and into a pile with this giant? I want to get rid of them properly.
Yeah.
You can do that for you. I can't.
I can help.
He is strong. I am not.
Brian will
Wait.
come and help as well.
Ashura, what is your strength?
It's +0, bitch. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey. You're stronger than me.
Once they're all together, I'll tell my other 2 raised zombies to sit to sit with them and to be at rest, and then I will start like moving them down and yeah, to pop a little decompose.
Go for it. It takes a while, but like also like as
Yeah.
the rest of people are kind of finishing their short rest, you
I don't need a rest. I'm good. So
Yeah, that kind of that mold that comes over like a sheet of slime that kind of climbs over things and wraps around, begins to grow, and you get it started.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys. As there's anything else you wish to do, you guys finish your rest. You take care of the bodies of those that wished to harm you and take your things and do whatever else with you.
I'll get my javelin back.
Hey,
Good.
was good.
Are you guys happy to continue along the way?
Yo.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Continuing back in the same order as before, you progress further up these mountains. I'll be back on them. Whee! Splat. You continue climbing up to the peaks of the Brow Peak Mountains. You see to your right-hand side where it opens up, and far below you see Spindle Key and the large white-walled salt mine. You see, for the second time, most of you, a large aerial view of the Ravenmoor Lagoon. You see they have the glittering ocean in the distance. You see the hulk that is Titan's Back on the far, far horizon. Keeping a bit of a careful eye, you notice now 2 white feathered birds just follow you. Quite high up, just following.
Can I make some sort of check to determine if that's natural behavior for those sorts of birds?
Make
Or if
a
they seem like sketchy birds?
go for it. Make a nature check.
Can I help out with that, please? Because I was just about to do a very similar thing. I will help you out with that, Markos.
I believe your nature is higher than mine, so instead I will help you.
Okay. Or do you get a bonus for being in your favorite terrain, though?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Only if it is relating to my favoured terrain. These are just creatures that happen to be here.
That would be a 24.
24. Yeah, it seems it is common in nature for carrion feeders to find predators to follow. And depending on the intelligence of the creature, depends what they might view as a successful predator. And it appears that these birds have identified you as people that might leave things in their wake.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything out of the ordinary. I mean, I can speak to them if you want, or we can just let them go.
As long as they are not scouting birds for more bandits.
Shouldn't
I don't
be.
really mind.
Yeah, I'll let them go.
All right. Continuing on this journey, they continue to follow. The morning crests into noon, and becomes, though it is cresting into late, like the solid center of autumn. You find yourselves getting quite hot, as a quite clear day sends the sun's rays down upon you as you climb this hill. Eventually, you come towards the summit, and both from Griffin back and from scouting at the front of the group, you all begin to see, perched kind of lazily on a rock near the top, is a familiar red-skinned, cloaked and staff-wielding hobgoblin, the same one that greeted you at Lady Kai's apartment only a couple of days before.
Hello there.
You all ready to go now? Should I fetch her?
Guys, what do you feel like?
I could fly.
Yeah.
Better late
No
than
time
never.
like present.
Alright, yep, we're good to go.
Very well. He opens a kind of a brown leather-bound tome in one hand, traces a symbol in the air, like a finger extended from the hand holding a staff, draws it in the air, and there's a brown cloaks and he vanishes into the air. As he's gone, Pariah kind of steps forward. Well, I think at this stage, I think here's where we part ways. I saw, I think, an old sign for Brow Peak's Burrow along the way, so it shouldn't be far to trace back. I wish you all best of luck.
You
In what
too.
you seek and Newt, I wouldn't have professed to understand the situation that you're in, but I hope whatever you find brings you some peace.
Thank you. Best of luck on your scouting.
And I guess we'll see you in a week.
Before you
And
go, Pariah, I'm gonna hand him one of my healing potions. Hopefully you won't have to use it, but just in case.
I appreciate the gesture, I really do. And he kind of presses it back into your hand and closes your hand around it. I very truly don't need it.
Of course.
Please do be careful.
It was a gift. We just kind of.
Well,
And Andrew, can I make an insight check on that remark?
you certainly may.
That's a natural 20.
Hell yeah. You've had your suspicions about Pariah and their nature and who they are, what they can do, how. He doesn't seem to actively hide the fact there is something about him that makes him quite resilient. He seems to be referring to that with this. Most likely something that either prevents him taking damage or something that makes him able to regenerate if he does.
Yes. And when he presses the potion back into my hand, how cold are his fingers?
Will Miss 18 passive perception? His fingers are quite cold.
Yeah, he is.
I'm gonna just kind of give him a smile and just very quietly whisper, "Yeah, I know," and I will take it back.
Like, guys, what did you learn stuff in the Gordark that me and Ashura don't know about?
No.
Okay. Like, I'm just saying, someone having cold hands is very.
When I first cast detect magic on Pariah, the first day that we met him, there was a sense of necromancy on him.
That's true.
And Hemlock has had suspicions about it since she has met him, but hasn't brought it up because Hemlock's relationship to the undead is kind of slightly weird. So yeah,
fine.
That's it.
Sure. Right. Yeah, I mean, if it's from Hemlocks, I guess. Yeah. Undead.
Right. Well.
Yeah.
Nothing to do but do. Kind of rub his hand together. I will do my best.
Thank you.
I'll see you soon. And he hikes his bag up on his shoulder, and begins trekking back on down the hill. And you see, as a couple of minutes pass, your friendly, potentially vampire tiefling friend vanishes from sight. After another few minutes, there is another whipping sound of wind and a flurry of a black cloak as the hobgoblin returns, but in tow, with a long dress, a long jacket, which almost has like dark greenish black sequin scales across it and fur lining the rim, like the collar. A long, very flowing, loose-fitting dress of very nice cottons flows the dark-skinned elven figure of the Lady Kai.
Ooh. I bow. My lady.
I curtsy.
Follow suit.
Well, I'm glad you all made it here in one piece. Well, I am very curious what it is that you seek so urgently on Titan's back. But these are conversations for the journey. She spins with a turn away from you, and as her cape and her dress swish out behind her, there is white plumes of smoke that plume out behind her and obscure her form. There's another kind of... and you see there's a beat of enormous yellowy green wings, and this smoke begins to just dissipate and is thrown away. And you see now coiled and extending to the fullest that you've seen, not confined in a ballroom, not cramped in a street, but extended to her full immense size, the ancient green dragon that is Cathalanzara. The long snake-like neck, the frilled, almost like collar of greenish yellow. Just lines and lines of teeth that send down, almost like yellowish tiger stripes lining her long body. She kind of coils round all of you, circling, and she's standing maybe 20 feet away from you. As she paces around, her tail to her body completely surrounds you.
And to think, I thought you couldn't get more glorious. You still amaze me, Lady Kai.
That's good. That's good.
The same voice emerges from the large figure, but with much more, with a volume and almost an underlying growl that seems to shake the very rubble and stone you stand on. Ashura, you need to take some lessons from your friend in flattery.
Yeah, sorry, my surprise was honest.
Well, all of you, get on and hold tight.
Just like
Hope gets straight up there and gets on. I want Hope to go first because I feel like everyone else in this group won't go first. And I'm gonna position myself like right behind like her shoulder blades in her neck and try and get the best spot for like holding on.
You will help Hemlock climb on first.
Yeah. Yeah, Hemlock will stay near Newt because the last time she saw this was not fun. So I'm gonna stay near Newt and like kind of hold round his waist.
Alright. As in your various ways you clamber and climb up onto the back, finding a seat to position yourself between the large bone-like spikes which line the spine, you feel the scales on this creature are like, they're like stone or like steel. They are thick and hard, and you can feel the warmth and the movement beneath this creature, but in the moments where it's not breathing, it's almost like this is just a piece of solid stone beneath you. The head turns and the long, almost snake, serpentine-like neck turns towards you. I'm afraid, as much as I do find all of your company wonderfully entertaining, I will not be stopping to pick up anyone that falls. Hold on. And they stride, and the large, strangely long, almost feline legs. You saw with Ivor and Far, the legs kind of protruded from the long, strong body. These legs are pent up and thin and long. They stride, scratching across the rock, and there is a brief moment of weightlessness as the dragonoid form leaps from the cliff edge and falls. And there is as the wings catch out and these immense sails of leathery green scales catch the wind. And you're flying on the back of an ancient green dragon.
Goddamn.
Well, fuck.
Backing out.
And you guys have, she's not booking it, you have several hours of this journey of anything you'd like to do, but there are stretches of it where there is just kind of this serene silence. And as you kind of huddle in close at this altitude, you find yourselves getting quite cold and quite chilly with the wind rushing past you at this altitude and speed.
I want to at some point activate Newt's like boy thing, but also Hemlock did specify that they were holding around the waist, so I don't want to just burn Hemlock for 10 minutes.
I mean, do you want to burn Lady Kai?
Also that, yeah, true.
Baby, please do not.
-1 int.
Yes.
Thank goodness Hemlock is there to talk you out of these things.
Yeah, I think you like mention it. I'm like, don't do that. Think about it. Think about it.
You just like looks down, it's like, oh yeah.
Oh, I'm writing this thing. Oh no.
Oh god.
That's real. Okay.
Newt doesn't have object permanence. That's what we've discovered today.
So, as you see mountains fall away, they give way to plains and valleys. You see beneath you a twisted, gnarled bog. The blackish brown muck and water beneath leaking into the sea itself. You see the twinkling waves far below. As the hours pass, the sun continues its quest west and begins to settle on the western horizon. You find there's something like a 15-minute window of just chill wind rushing past you. Orange and purples and reds explode across the sky in the sunset. And the only sound is the wind and the kind of whipping sound of the corners of the jagged wings. Is there anything any of you guys would like to do, say, think about on this flight? Hemlock.
Yes. It probably won't be for a while. But when this route that we're taking, do we fly anywhere near the route that my mother's ship would have taken, trying to get to Titan's back? Is it crashed near, if it beached, or if they washed up near Canis?
Probably not. For a ship that entered Canis and ended up there, you guys are kind of doing, the yellow line. Your mother's ship probably came through this gap and at some point got turned around.
Yeah.
So it's unlikely.
Yeah, I think then just kind of looking out over the Ravenmoor Lagoon once we pass it, and looking out to the kind of the bit of the peninsula where we know that Canis and Jernborg is, just kind of a little bit sad and a little bit nervous, and just hugging tightly onto Newt.
All right. As you guys are kind of sure. Sorry.
Just checking is there anyone the head
What was that?
Is anyone what?
next to the head?
Hope.
Hope is, I believe, the
right?
one closest.
Yes.
Hope is like between the shoulder blades, but there is
That's
a
right.
long neck before the head that no one's sitting on.
Okay. He'll just go sit next to Hope. That's it. Just keeping company.
Okay.
Talk about stuff.
As you guys maybe get a third of the way into the lagoon itself, you see ahead very low-sitting, thick, dark clouds. And you see, while the coast of the lagoon, at least for the moment, is relatively calm, you see now the water, as it becomes lit by the moonlight that begins to kind of stark down from the sky above, relatively cloudless, and it begins to light up with lightning. Some of it which stays within the clouds, some of which shoots down to the waves below, and you begin to enter the maelstrom that surrounds Titan's back almost constantly. The wings are buffeted. There are explosions of thunder which roll around you. Cathalanzara doesn't say anything throughout the journey. Occasionally she kind of glances back to see what you guys are up to, but for the most part begins to fly lower and lower, her end of her tail skipping across the wave tops as thunder and lightning cast down above. At this point, there are moments where it could be daylight, it could be the middle of the night. The clouds are so thick, and the only source of light is just lightning. I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws.
10.
7. 16.
21.
Okay. I need Maple. Could you roll a d8, please?
Oh, okay.
Maple's controller.
7. Everyone that rolled beneath anyone who rolled a 10 or lower, you are deafened for the next 7 hours. As the rolling thunder splits and cracks the air around you a little too close, and you feel the pain ringing in your ears.
Ow.
Pew.
But eventually, it begins to quieten. The rain that comes down in sheets.
That's quite quiet, but definitely.
Yeah, that helps. The rain that is coming down in sheets through this storm backs off to a light drizzle. And now, almost completely obscured by the rain in that moment, you now see before you the storm-battered shore of Titansback. See a spine-like set of mountains that ridge up and arch over. And Nu, you have a flash of utter recognition. You've walked these hills. You've walked these coasts. Although the rain is cold and is beating down on you with immense force, this has an element of a home to it. Cathalanzara begins to coast down, and there's a large jolt to all of you as her claws meet stone. Those of you that can still hear, as you dismount, you hear her turn and say, "Well, all of you stay safe. I wish to hear details of this as soon as you arrive at home." Her gaze passes over each one of you intensely.
Sorry, what?
What?
You two come here now, and I'm gonna burn 2 lesser restorations on Markos and Newt.
Just to say, Newt doesn't come when you say that because you like that, but he's definitely.
Beck and whack them on the shoulders.
Oh.
And lesser restoration, so you can hear.
Oh. Thank you.
Alright. And you're good to find your own way home?
I think we can take the boat back if we're at the right time. So
If we time it right.
yeah.
Very well.
Who's bringing the boat, guys? OOC.
I've got the boat.
Oh, you mean the folding boat? Okay.
Folding boat. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't go to the Gordak, so.
Oh yes. We have a folding boat, and Newt is currently holding it.
Yes, Hope, we found a boat that can be very small and then made bigger. Amazing, really.
Yeah, strange,
Right.
but.
Very big.
Convenient. Alright.
Thank you, my lady. It was very good of you to bring us here.
I trust you'll make it worth my time.
We'll try.
I'm very curious to see what such urgency brings you here. But
Hopefully,
now-
you won't see the fruition of the urgency that brought us here at all, and your life gets to continue as normal.
so do I. Well, good luck. And with a flurry of yellow-green leather, she turns and the wings battle once again with the winds as her body leaves the ground, and the dragon very quickly disappears from sight in the sheets of rain and billowing grey clouds.
Oh my god, I fucking hate her.
I share that sentiment.
Like,
yeah,
that
she's
was
fucking annoying.
the most fun I think I've had in a long time. Riding a dragon? But holy shit, she's a fucking bitch.
James is a nasty dragon.
But she was, maybe past action, yes, definitely.
Ashura, she slaughtered
Current
thousands of
action.
mine and Hope's kind.
I know, I understand, but just like now-ish.
Ashura, that's still happening. You know that, right?
Is it?
She's still ruling over Naratos. She's
yeah.
still holding elves captive there. You know that. I'm not even a fucking elf, and I know this.
Yeah, you might be right. No, that stays in place. Yep. Yeah.
It's
So-
pretty common knowledge.
Yeah, no.
Just
Remember
drop
now.
this, sure.
Yeah, no,
You seem
remember
to
now.
have a knack for falling for women who want to do you and your friends harm.
Yeah, well, that's just the one.
I just kind of look to the
Very
sword.
rich coming from Hemlock.
Shut up!
I was gonna say, it's just like the sword didn't do anything wrong.
You don't know!
Sword. The sword is a
You
sword.
don't know shit.
The sword is a sword. The sword didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. I mean, you know.
So
Another
we can
discussion.
stand here in the pouring rain and potentially get deafened again, and we can go find somewhere to shelter.
That's a good idea.
Let's say we crack on.
Yep.
I like that
Let's
plan.
go.
Yeah.
We don't
And
really know
doing
the
so is-
direction, right?
Doing so is very easy. As although it is dark, the only consistent light you have is either any spells or torches you light and the lightning. But you know exactly where you are. And you know that with a 2-minute walk that way, there's a path. And you begin leading your friends, trudging through the stones and the thick, coarse underbrush. You push and you find a well-worn path. The rain comes down in sheets and forms the familiar little rivers along the pathway that you've walked along so many times. And you begin walking. You head up the spine, and you begin to see light. Just very faint little beads of yellow light. Another roll of thunder crashes over you, and a few of you wince as that pain is still fresh in your ears. You push on. The rain begins to quieten ever so slightly and back off, although it is still dark. You get closer to these lights and you see where a cliff face rises, dug into this cliff, buildings. You see where sections of the cliff break away and there are ridges and craggy mountains that have walls around them. Windows from them, and from these windows, small beads of yellow light. You find that with no conscious thought put into it, you're calling. You call out into this darkness and the rain, and you see a section of darkness open up in a doorway. A large double doorway opens. You see a figure, fairly short, just a silhouette in this light. You all push forward, closer to it. And wheeling out into the rain, you see a thick, dark wood wheelchair. In it, you see a old dwarf. Pale skin and a greyish-white beard that plumes that almost comes up above his nose. Wheels up. Well, I don't know who any of yous are, but you should best come inside. Turns the chair around and waves towards all of you.
Thank you kindly! We're very grateful for your hospitality!
Oh, it's no bother, we love visitors, come on in! And he wheels back in.
And he's obviously Scottish because he's a dwarf, right?
Look, some stereotypes there.
It's the law. It's the law. Yeah.
So when
Did
Snoop
you
gonna
guys-
start speaking with that accent?
And I punch him!
And I fucking punch the lad.
My dazzling of lightning.
I can't believe
Going
this
inside,
bastard
yes.
thinks he can hit me.
So we now know accent don't go in soul. They just fly away.
The accent is
you-
part of the body,
They are.
not the soul.
As you all rush inside, you're hit by a wall of warmth as a large fireplace greets you in this large kind of welcoming hall. You see a kind of a large stone fountain lines the middle of this kind of maybe 40-foot long, 20-foot wide hallway. Archways lead further into the rock. Torches and braziers line it and fill the room with this kind of ambient warmth. Wheeling backwards and giving you guys space as you enter, you see this dwarf is absolutely jacked. Although their face and beard is like they're super old, you see they're wearing like a fur-lined black leather kind of waistcoat tunic, but their arms are like the size of your torso. Their shoulders are like the size of the person's head, and they kind of just wheel the chair backwards. What? Oh. I suppose this counts as an introduction, but I'll say welcome home. my apologies. The rest of you, my name is Korith. I'm welcome to Titan's Back Monastery. Newt, it's Newt, right?
Yes. Newt is like kind of just doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
He very much looks like he's just kind of lost, but familiarly lost. It's like you're in your hometown, but you've gone down a road you don't know. It's like, I kind of recognize this, but...
Yeah.
It'd be like having constant deja vu.
Mm.
Like, you recognize everything, but you're also like, you have no idea what's happening.
What?
Well, you look like you all need a hot meal, some rest, and a long conversation.
Yeah.
Come on
Thank
in.
you.
He wheels in, and he just shouts out into the various halls. Farah! Make more food, we've got guests! You see a half sea elven figure kind of like leans out of an archway, kind of dark blue skin and ruffled sea green hair. All right, working on it, and vanishes. He kind of stops in this hallway, kind of wheels back a little bit to you, Newt. Like, is level with you, not looking at you. He kind of reaches up and puts a massive, you know, like in some video games, like the proportions are just nuts and their hands are like the size of people's chests. It's like that. Puts a massive hand on your shoulder, gives it a squeeze, looks up. I'm glad you got your way back. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
And hi.
This is a question to DM. Now that I am back in the monastery and actually now see Korith in person, do I remember anything?
I think we can pick up with that, as well as whatever this welcoming is next time. With dinner being prepared, some rest, some shelter, and some chats to come, as well as whatever lies within this island of Titan's Back, whatever secrets may lie at the Titan's heart. We will come back to that next Thursday.
Oh boy.
2 points of order. One, short answer, Newt, is yes. This whole time being here, your memory is patchy, but is filling in.
Okay.
Two, everyone in the chat, thank you so much. I've actually had the chat kind of open, and I've seen all of you guys, Mitch and Hina, and Moobot, obviously, and everyone else, and Tofu, and everyone else in the chat. I see all you guys. Thank you so much for joining us for this journey. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I mean, I hope
Dr. Ware, the viewer, just joined our Discord today. Thank you. Nice one.
Hell
Welcome.
yeah.
Same thing from Mountain Lion Brian. Thank you very much.
Mountain Lion Brian, yeah, like all of you guys, new faces, small faces, we love you guys. Thank you so much. Bonus point of order number 3, because Andrew can't count. With the moment of you guys arriving at the Titan's Back Monastery, you fuckers hit level 11.
Yay!
This is a monster I've had for a while in the books, but you guys have finally got here. I'm sorry you don't like my Dragon Queen. She is an evil green dragon. You're kind of meant to not maybe love her. That's fine.
Yeah.
We love to hate her. We love to hate her.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Markos is not so much of a fan.
For those of you who are new faces, who haven't, I think it's probably all of you. If any of you haven't jumped into Discord or the socials and have enjoyed yourselves, do that. If you just scroll down the Twitch, all the links are there. Yeah, we love you guys. Keep up with us in this adventure and keep up with the socials because we post memes and other content. If you're new, there's loads of stuff about this world which is homebrew and it's different, but there are episodes of a show called Lore Drop for that. So explaining aspects of the homebrew lore of this setting, go check those out. For the wonderful characters that you guys have just met, there are character bios, so go check those out. Plugs, we love you. Has anyone else got anything to add before we go and eat food?
Big thank you to the Cognitive Merchant.
Yes.
Yes.
Um,
Lovely dice bags.
in a couple of days, on Monday, free up your evenings if you're in the UK, free up your afternoons if you're on the East Coast US, free up your lunchtime if you're on the West Coast US. Because we're gonna do a Pride stream and it's gonna be hella gay and it's gonna be cute and I'm gonna DM it. And we're raising money and I
Hell
really,
yes.
really, really want to raise some money.
Yes.
Hell
And it'd be
yes.
cool if you could drop in. You don't have to donate. I know it's been COVID-19 and money is an illusion now. But if you want to stop by, you're welcome to stop by for whatever reason.
Come and watch us be gay and do crimes.
Yeah. Hopefully see you there on Monday. So yeah, I mean it'll be posted all over the socials for the next 4 days, so you won't miss it. Just as long as you keep up to date with us somewhere that isn't necessarily Twitter.
Perfect. With that, we'll see you guys next Thursday.
Same bat time,
Thanks, everyone.
same bat channel.
That's right.